No, they
way
won't.
It's not even 5 minutes.
late.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So late.
Horrible.
They
Horrible.
will riot.
The chat will riot. The chat
I
will not
don't-
stand by and be abused.
I mean, they
Oh,
will.
feline.
Keyboard.
They literally do every week.
I mean, sometimes we're on time. Every so often.
I think most of the time now these days, kind of, sort of, maybe.
Kind of, sort of, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We're kind of,
Yes,
sort of, never
but
on time.
also no.
Yeah. Yep. Accurate.
And we're live. Yep. What's up,
Are
everybody?
we? When did
I
that happen?
think so. I mean,
I
I'm
was
so
trying to
tired.
do shit, but yeah.
I'm sorry.
You
Go
are?
ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. My apologies, Si.
No, it's just too late. How's everyone doing? How are you, Shay?
I don't know. How am I, Si?
You're awesome.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Luke, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I spent most of the day making prints to take up to my mom's studio to see if I can sell. You know. So I mean, that was fun. Had to, set them up so they print out properly and fit in the frames and all that. Look all fancy and stuff. So
Ooh.
it took a lot longer than I expected it to, though. But yeah.
It always does. It always does.
Yeah. Yep.
You said making prints, and I literally thought like Purple Rain.
I thought
No,
the same thing, Prince.
Wow.
I can't with you both.
No, like art prints. Printed artwork. Printed copies of my artwork.
Yay!
Nope, that doesn't check.
Woodrow,
No,
how
totally,
are you?
Totally not. And you totally can't get copies of my artwork at deathmiddlehero.com.
Nope.
No, I'm good. It just long work day. More
Yeah.
management switching around and just trying to figure out new personalities. So it's been fun.
and scheduling, time off for the holidays.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
I did download the maps, by the way.
Okay, cool. That was gonna be my
good.
first question.
So I did some of their job.
I don't mind this layout being fucked up.
Wow.
Oh,
It's going to be that kind of show today.
it is. It is.
I mean,
I'm at
not
the
super
limit of
surprised.
taking shit from people in general. Shay actually doesn't give me shit. And Shay did have to go. That's correct, Hila. So, barring catastrophic disfigurement or death, we are having a fucking regen this week. So, plan on it.
We are desperately trying. No, Si and I were going back through and looking at our streams, and we're like, "Wow, we've fallen off of streaming because all of our like weekend shows, things have come up. People haven't ended up launching their campaigns yet because of timing and stuff, and
Right.
so there's just been a lot of cancellations, and then I've had a lot of stuff going on, and so has Si. So there's been a lot of, well, we're canceled, let's focus on these other things that we've got going on. And we went and looked, and we're like, the last 3 shows that we have been Dice Dames and Dudes. We haven't had any other shows because we had a Saturday cancellation. We did a bonus DD&D instead of writing prose. So, like, we've only had Dice Dames and Dudes shows this past couple weeks.
So I've come to a conclusion. If a show is canceled, we're filling it in with something. Whether it's an unboxing.
You're adorable.
Or a gaming stream.
So Sai is going to be gaming a lot.
Impromptu gaming stream.
I mean, I understand the desire for impromptu gaming streams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
It does not, however, it does not outweigh my my guilt at you should be working on something. Why are you playing a fucking video game? That keeps ringing in my head for the entire time I play. But yeah,
it's hard to block out.
Oh,
and you just got to ignore that.
Nah, no. Too much to do. Too much to do. I will get back to video games at some point soon.
So
no,
maybe Christmas Day. I don't know.
So the point is that if you have a channel, you need to be doing things on that channel almost constantly.
Yes.
So letting it languish for any period of time is extraordinarily bad.
Man, this feels really directed right now.
Why you gotta come outside?
It's rude.
Damn, you hear that bus you just got thrown under? Shit.
Yeah, I did. It's fucking
That's
huge.
bad. You should look at my YouTube. I
don't think she can hear it, but she can feel it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why I do weekly shows. I mean, this is the first week that I haven't had promotion streams, like 2 on Monday and 2 on Thursday. I don't have anything
you can't
scheduled
help
this week.
the streams that you're missing. You're going to be out of town. That is.
Oh, I don't feel bad about it at all.
Well,
not even a little bit.
I guess that's good.
Yeah, I feel zero bad about it.
Thank you, Art T Bear, for going live. We appreciate you.
Shade.
You know.
Shade.
It's fine.
All right, so let's see.
What are you gonna do? Art's a legend.
Art needs new pants, so
Art needs to get back to me about the fucking shirts.
that is.
So does Adam. Listen here, people.
So, last time on Dice Dames and Dudes, the party rendezvoused with the rescued NPCs from Persine and carted them back to the rebel base. Upon arriving, they noticed something was off with everyone on the asteroid as they were sweating like they had the flu, but eating everything in sight. After a quick investigation, Suzaria began to laugh and let the party know that everyone was essentially pregnant. Their bodies are going through a process of paramitosis, but will be fine in a few days. Despite the good news, the party gathered its forces and assaulted the Orcish transport ship carrying Bach's brother. And that's where we last left off, as you guys had just moved in and surrounded the Orc ship. If you want, you can bring up that map real quick. Also, before we get into that, there was housekeeping from last episode. I wanted to just double check. Did somebody write down the gold that Renaj gave you guys?
No.
I think I added it to... Wait, no, that was the other game. Shit, no,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone wrote it down because I was looking at your sheets.
Yeah, no, I didn't add anything to my sheet.
Since when do I write down
I'm muted.
things?
I thought I added it to my sheet, maybe. Is there a log?
I don't think so, actually. There might be.
Oh, good. I'm gonna hit the level up button 3 times. Just close your eyes.
Let it happen.
Just let it happen.
Yeah, so if you want, you can pull up the map, and we can go ahead and get started with the assault on the slave transport. You guys had unleashed some damage. The Death Spider had been crippled in the assault, but the other ships mostly okay. Didn't take too much damage.
Okay, I need you to stop talking for a second so I can change layouts.
I'm ready.
Because I didn't want to cut you off at all.
You're good.
I would have.
Yeah, it's different. People like me.
Sorry. I know you were trying to be serious.
Yeah, so I don't think any of you had gotten I don't think any of you had gotten adjacent to the slave ship. Let's see what.
Oh well, on the space battle map, you put us right like this.
Yeah, so you're technically not adjacent. Samina's ship is the barbarian gunship is, and then
Yeah,
the
we
last
were dealing with the fact that it had defenses on the top. So I think Luke was staying underneath the plane. You know, the horizon of the ship. I think Luke was under it, and I was like at level with it.
Okay. Well, the defense is on the top. I just was letting you know that it was switching to its smaller guns. It's got them on top and bottom. It's got all vectors of fire.
Luke,
But
you're fucked.
Luke was actually hacking the ship. He pulled into hack. He actually got access, and then Bach failed to get root access, but they are still right there in the ship's basic systems. And then we had left off with Samina and the Death Spider taking their turns, and the Death Spider actually moved up a little bit. It's going to be not completely adjacent, but right next to Kronos' ship. And then,
oh, damn it! Why can't I select this? Did you freeze?
oh wait,
them all?
no, I don't think so. If they are locked, I didn't mean to lock them. But the Death Spider, not Kronos' ship. It's actually going to pull up next to your ship, Discs. I believe you're the one who has Kirby. So it's going to pull up next to you.
Well, one of us had Kirby, one of us had Bach. Right?
Yeah, I think
Bach
is on my
Kronos
ship.
has got Bach. Yeah, so that's what it did on its turn when it moved, and then we went to back to the top of initiative when we were coming back. So keeping the same initiative order, your ship is first. So I believe you already have a lock on it because it's big. It hasn't broken it. So yeah,
Is it still shooting at us?
I mean it still seems capable of shooting at you yet, and it has not stopped since its last turn. And then go ahead.
The warship is still not on our sheets. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can add it right now. I've got it open though. If you need to know what what you want to roll or any pluses. Let me see real quick.
Could you just remind me what weapons are on it, please?
It's like the same thing as your interceptor basically, except they're slightly bigger. So like heavy laser cannons instead of light laser cannons. And then it's also got where did it? Oh, I opened the interceptor. That's why it's exactly like the interceptor.
It's so much like the interceptor.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why is this? It's because I didn't open the gunship. But it's got +9 to hit for its attack. I remember that. And then it's got 6d12, I believe. But I gotta...
Can the torpedoes target subsystems?
You can target subsystems. So if you want, you can use the scanners to, instead of just lock on the general ship, like the hull of the ship in general, you can like try and target the engines and stuff like that, or like the shield, shield generators.
I'd like to target weapons.
Okay. So you've targeted your. Go ahead and give me a roll with your. It's in actually the investigate.
A 13
ship.
plus whatever.
So 13 plus. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. That should be enough. 'Cause I believe it's a 10 with the gunship. Yeah, the gunship right here. Yes. So that's a 23, which beats the 22 because they have hardened systems, so their DC is actually a little higher. So you have targeted with your move action the guns, the weapon systems of the ship. You still have one attack, and then your gunners get to go after you.
Okay, and can that attack be with a torpedo or just the cannon?
Yes, it can be with the torpedo. You can let a torpedo go.
I let a torpedo go.
Okay, and then you have your two gunners. Let's see.
Bryn, what would Bryn like to bring?
You've noticed on your scanners that the engines of the ship have been targeted.
Of my ship?
No, of the Orcus ship, the transport. You just targeted them.
Oh, not the weapons?
Or sorry, yeah, weapons. My bad. I'm typing engines, so specific.
Trying to talk and type at the same time
Yeah,
is
it's
not
not
an
working.
easy task. That's why I can't listen to music and write at the
Yeah,
same time.
you have to switch your brain into a
This
special
music-
kind
I
of
can only listen to
neutral.
lo-fi and write. What? So can I
Instrumental
fire?
stuff.
Can I fire the like your ship weapons?
Yeah, you can
Mhm.
fire anything you'd like.
I've forgotten what I can do when you're
Torpedo.
piloting and I'm on a ship.
So since you're the
Torpedo.
gunner, you can use your full action to attack. Since you're not like using your move action, since you can't use your move action to move the ship, you're not using it to run the sensors or anything like that because the sensors have already been used to target. You can do
Mhm.
fire at will. It's basically you
Okay.
get two attacks with the primary guns, and then you can use a secondary or take 2 more attacks, essentially. Which is letting go a
Okay.
torpedo, or using one of the other systems, which I don't think. This one also has a tractor beam if you want to lock onto it with the tractor beam, but it's
Where you
pretty big.
chuck a tractor at them.
Yeah, a tractor gun.
I'll just fire the guns.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, give me a D20, 2 D20 rolls.
An 8 and a 15 on the dice.
8 and a 15 on the dice. 8 plus 9 is gonna miss, but the 15 hits. Cool.
And then you can either take the average damage or roll. Is it 300 d6?
I'm looking at right now. This one because I just edited the damages, but for right now, roll. You can in your sheet roll 6d12 and then add 5. I'm trying to look it up in the ship combat log, but my hotkeys aren't going. Word search isn't working for some reason.
That's annoying.
36 plus 5, so 41.
Okay. Then it is vulnerable because the systems are locked. So that is A1, which is okay. And then you have you can let go of torpedo or shoot 2 more times with your fire at will.
Let's just shoot 2 more times.
Okay.
I'll try a different. Hold on, let's try this one. Let's try this. 17 and 11.
17 and 11. Both of those hit actually.
Yay!
So 12d12 and add 10.
Yeah.
63 plus 10, 73.
73. All right, nice. That's over a 4 of the hell. Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Yay!
I'm looking up something really quick because the weapon system is destroyed. I just want to make sure. I'm giving you all the bonuses from the targeted system. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of crazy shit, Alex.
That's like what I would do, Frag G. That's awesome. Ew. Ew. I don't want to hump anyone into submission.
Well, isn't it all like orcs and shit over there? It's gross. Although some artists I follow seem to be very intent on putting out illustrations of orc waifus.
That checks.
Ooh, that's what it is. Okay, so that first attack, it's not
Work
vulnerable, so it is. I need to do some math real quick. That's why I needed to look this up. Okay, so 6 times 12 equals plus 5. Here we go. Okay. So its weapon systems, its primary weapon systems, are offline, and you get to affect a second system. So if you want, you can pick its that Yamato cannon it had, its firestorm missiles, or its torpedo bays.
What do you think, Sai? Which do you think is the most...
I honestly have no opinion.
The
For the
Yamato
fact-
I mean,
cannon
getting rid of the
is-
cannons is probably not a bad idea, unless we want to salvage them somehow.
Okay.
I
And
don't
blowing
think
them
that
apart. I mean,
that wouldn't even fit on anything except the spider. I don't think.
I don't even know if we could attach it to the spider. It's got.
Right.
Remember, it's got.
I'm
like,
not
you know,
suggesting we
old
do.
school.
I'm just saying I think it's too large for. It's definitely too large for your bus. I think it's too large for my ship too.
So the primary weapon system goes down, which means they can't attack you with those. They're basically sitting ducks. They do have torpedoes and Hellstorm missiles, but the Hellstorm missiles are reloading. They reloaded last round, so they do have them armed if you look at your sensors. And they are trying to gain locks on Kronos' ship, it looks like. It looks like their sensors are trying to target his ship. And then...
Thank you, Percy.
This is ship's turn and Bryn's turn, and then Kronos, your ship's turn.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Bach is aiding you with the hacking, so you have advantage on your rolls, and that's basically if you're using your ship's sensors. It'll be in you're using investigate. You're trying to your computer skill for this, because you're already in their sensors. You're trying to break root access.
All right, so
Try password.
right.
Try 1, 2,
So I'm
3,
using
4.
the ship's investigation. Is that what you said?
No, you already did that last round. I forgot
Okay.
you got access, so you're actually using
Yeah.
your computer skill now. So you're good on that.
Okay. All right. So use computer. All right. Yeah, I wanna shut down any and all remaining weapon systems.
Weapon
Like
systems.
whatever
Okay.
whatever I do not want them to shoot me. I don't want them to have
Okay.
the ability to shoot me.
Let's
Yeah, they
turn
still
off
got
their
2
life
more.
support. Then act surprised when we go aboard and they're popsicles.
They've still got 2 more. So if you want to do 2 hacking actions, that'll be your full turn. So you're both your actions, your move, and your normal action will be like to affect their ship. So you won't move or anything, but you can go in and shut down the torpedoes and the Hellfire missiles if you roll good enough.
All right. Hopefully I do, because otherwise.
Mostly.
How far away can I get and still can I move behind another ship and still be able to hack them, or do I need
You can
to be?
affect 1 node if you move because you're using your action, your
Right.
move action to do 2. But you could move behind them if you wanted to and still hack. Yeah, you're limited to your sensors, which are long range. It's just
Okay.
if you're depending the range you're working on, you'll have like disadvantage. Like if you're trying to hack something from far range, it'll be a lot
Right.
harder. But you can
So if
you're
I
just
went-
hitting them with your sensors.
Okay, but if I went behind what's her name ship?
Samina. Yeah.
If
you
I went behind Samina's ship, if I used my action to attack. Wow. If I use my action to hack, whatever happens there, and then move behind the ship, just in case I don't roll well enough to take them both out. That's my only concern.
Okay, so
Since-
you are aware that the ship is trying to lock onto you. So
Yeah.
that would give them a little bit harder of a chance if you're trying to use that ship as cover. You could basically use it as cover.
That's kind of what I'm looking to do. Yes.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. All right. So then I'm going to shut down. I guess the what is it? The Hellfire missiles or the torpedoes?
Hellfire missiles are the ones that are reloading, and they don't need a lock. They kind of hit an area.
Okay.
They're just targeted in an area. And then the torpedoes, they require a lock, to be locked onto something. So whichever
All
one
right,
you
then
feel
I will take out the Hellfire missiles then.
Okay.
Smart choice.
So use computer. And you said I have advantage on this because Bach's helping?
Because Bach's helping you, he's assisting us. And you're trying to beat a
Fucking
22.
Let's
I
see if we get any
believe.
better than that.
22, yes. 22 is the DC.
All right, so the second one was a 13. I'll take the 19 plus 11, so what's
So
30?
30.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So you break root access, and your action for breaking root access is to shut down the Hellfire node. So
Yes.
you do that, and it just goes offline. And best the engineers know inside is that another system went down due to damage. They'd have to investigate to figure out exactly what is needed to repair that. So they assume that it is damaged due to like the rest of them. But
Okay.
yeah, that is you.
And that-
Bach
yep.
is helping you. Elves' turn. All right, they are actually doing some shit on their ship. Their sensors. They have minor. You have minor cover. So Kronos on your ship.
Yes.
By your AC, what does it say next to the threshold? Like, is there a DC?
Threshold 20.
What's next to the? Is there a DC though? Next to it?
Threshold 20, armor class 18, threshold 20, ship system DC 19.
Okay, that's what I needed. 7 on the die. All right, that's one engineer. 10, 7. Okay, so yeah, they are not doing good on the diagnose. Let's see if the other guys can try to fix the guns. No. Okay. 5 on the die. He's not going to do it, and I'm switching that die out because it doesn't want to roll above a 7. Okay.
We need to keep that.
The elves, they are... So, Kronos, you get this clear as day. The other ones, everyone else would have to scan their sensors for this, but since you're in them, you see that they've sent a transmission off. It's basically a call for help, and judging by you guys cutting them out of a transport line, they probably, like, you cut them out the middle. They basically had a front guard and a rear guard. You kind of cut them off and dropped them out of the essentially FTL, and everyone else kept going. So they're a ways ahead. They're calling for backup, and you're not exactly sure how long it'll take for that to get here, but you've seen the transmission go out, and that is the elves' turn. After one of the
send that information across to everybody. Heads up, we just had a distress call. Rocket out. So...
You mean everyone else went except the 7 guys we had to destroy to get to the spot, right?
The three starfighters?
I thought there were more.
No, there were 3.
Yeah, there were only 3.
Yeah, you cut them off. They had a front and rear guard that continued on, and had to drop out of FTL, turn around. You guys can. So Kronos,
17 guys we had to fight.
19 plus 2 for the, because you're still in close range. Okay, so Kronos, you notice that they do lock on your ship, but I do need to make a save for the torpedo. And so that first torpedo, what was the average damage on the torpedo?
Let's see.
Yeah, I think it's 20d6. Oh, you don't have it right. You don't have it.
70.
70.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone else have a chance of shooting down the torpedo before it gets to him, since it has to travel?
The only one who would be able to would be Samina, because it would be passing past her ship. It would be triggering just like an enemy movement and shit. So.
I was just curious.
You guys noticed that the Orcish warship definitely has taken a good amount of damage. Most, like a good amount of it has been focused on the weapon systems, so the hull is holding, but it has definitely taken a lot of damage, and any more big hits might risk parts of the hull starting to break apart or break off, which could be bad. And then it is Samina's turn. Samina basically opens a channel to everyone else except the Death Spider, and says that she's getting ready with her drop team. And so since she's adjacent, she's going to deploy herself and her 2 Cloud Eater paratroopers, and they are basically in power armor suits with harpoon handheld guns that they're shooting the hull with and zipping over to it, basically. So you see like a bay open on the bottom of the ship with 3 of the barbarians coming out, one of them being Samina, and they shoot down at the ship and basically start a boarding action as they start boarding the ship. Then it goes to the Death Spider. The Death Spider calls over to Udis, and this is the pilot, or not the pilot, but the chick. I can't remember her name, but the Wood Elf captain calls over to you, and basically requests the engineer. She's talking about Kirby, and Kirby's going to switch from your ship to their ship and try and use his mending engineering stuff to repair their ship a little bit because they're fucking like hanging on. So Kirby's going with them. It is now the prisoners are going, and then this is back up to you.
Okay, so they only have one weapon system left. That's the torpedoes, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And they weren't able to break your lock. I tried.
All right, then I'm going to try my final attack on them. Oh shit. Is this going to count as my move as well if I target their weapons again?
No, you already have so you have a lock on their weapons. They have to break it for it to go away,
Okay.
and they're not able to move like fast enough because they're so big to break it. They would have to use their sensors, and I rolled with one of their engineers, and it did not break. So you still have the target lock on the weapon systems.
Okay, I'm going to try to take out their last weapon system
Okay.
with a torpedo.
Oh, it's the torpedo. Okay.
Not a torpedo.
Yes.
Oh, double fives. Oh god. Okay.
So it dodges really well into it.
No, it's still got a couple hundred hit points. So half of 70, or not half of 70. That's all 70. So that's going to be boom 13. So 530 damage done to it. 220 of it is focused on the weapon system, so that's good. Okay. And 70. That does not shake off that damage, so that weapon system goes down as well. Torpedoes are a bitch. But yeah, you've destroyed all the weapons. The ship looks pretty fucking rough. But it is essentially a sitting duck. Although it does have its engines, it could attempt to flee.
I'm going to pilot the ship. Let's see. The boarding party, they're headed for an airlock or like a shuttle bay, or where are they headed?
They're just headed onto the hull right now. They're just trying to make contact with it so they can mag lock and then figure out where they're going to breach. Yeah.
Can my ship magnetically lock onto the hull?
Actually, it can.
I'm going to land on that ship.
Okay, go ahead and give me a piloting check. As you smash Samina and the other boarding party. No, just kidding.
17
Smish.
plus.
Yeah,
10.
plus. With your plus, you're good. So you bring it down, and you basically land at a spot where you can hop out.
Hopefully within sight of them and like an airlock or some other means of actually getting in other than like BFGing our way through the hull.
Okay, so there's that, and
Sudden decompression of the ship might be bad for the slaves we're trying to save.
There are
Just
doors.
a thought.
you are on the ship, Bryn. But if you're going to exit and exit the ship, then you'll actually go after Kronos.
Okay.
So Kronos, if you want to do anything with your ship, you would be up next in ship initiative.
Um,
And you see that the last weapon system went down. Their tubes have gone.
that's good. Can I attempt to repair my ship because I'm currently limping along here.
Yeah, I actually. So go ahead and give me a piloting check real quick. Let's see, hold on, let's see, Samina. Never mind, don't even worry about it. So
Okay.
Samina used their reaction when that torpedo launched. I forgot to roll to see. I just totally forgot about it, and she actually blows up the torpedo as it goes under her ship. She gets the reaction attack. So before it's about to go towards you to where you would have to swerve out of the way, it blows up. But yeah, you can attempt to repair your ship. So go ahead and give me an engineering check, and Bach will help you with whatever you're doing. But he will ask, like, do you want me to pull in or? And that's one action, so it's not your move action. So you can move after you attempt this.
All right. So yeah. So and what engineering you said?
Yes. And I'm in the ship stuff
18
right
plus
now.
11. So 29? 18 plus 11?
29. All right, one
Yeah.
sec. Looking for... Oh, shit, it's going to be up here. So, go ahead. What'd you say it was total? Sorry.
29 was the total. 18 plus
29.
11.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me 8d8.
8d8. Right.
You know what you
I
should
think I
do,
actually
Luke?
have 8d8. Yes, what?
Chronos should just start whacking his reactor core with the stick of healing.
Heal,
Yeah,
damn you, heal!
I'm sure that'll do it.
What could go
I don't
wrong?
see why not.
We call it brengineering.
Yeah. Yep. That checks.
Are you chewing
Alright.
gum, babe?
No.
That just fits Bryn so much.
I wish I did have gum right now because I would love to just blow a bubble for no reason.
I'm here to chew bubble gum and decompress spaceships. And I'm all out.
I'm all out of bubble gum.
bubble.
Yeah, that's accurate.
All right, so 39 back.
Woo!
That's better than being on death's door.
So now you're at
Yes.
41.
No, now I'm at 89.
Am I
at least
leaving
one
anyone on my ship? Is there anyone else on here?
Say what now?
Is there anyone
Whisper.
else on?
Oh no,
anyone
Whisper's
on?
didn't come. So yeah, no, I think it's just you and Kirby. Oh,
Okay.
Enar. Enar was on there helping Gun last
Yeah.
Enar was.
session.
Let's lock the door when we leave.
Right. And then yeah, I'll head over to try to land on the ship as well, so we can
Okay.
get this.
So yeah, just go ahead and roll piloting check and don't roll low.
And don't
Don't
roll
botch
low.
it.
Okay.
Ram it.
Oh God. All right. Do I have any advantage or anything with Bach? Or
No,
just,
no.
okay,
He already aided you. Yeah. His action was
Your
to aid.
advantage is
Hell
don't
yeah, another
fucking
18.
roll low.
Yeah, you're good.
Another
You land.
18, so 26.
You go to land. Yours doesn't have a magnetic lock. Basically, what yours does, since you use that gravitron gravity device to fly, you can just
Yeah.
like gravity lock it to the ship. Basically, same thing as a magnet, but different.
I'm all about manipulating the primal forces of the universe.
Same thing as a magnet, but different.
Yeah.
Same, but different.
It's
But
exactly
still
like
same.
a magnet, except it's totally different.
Yeah.
It
How do
works the
magnets
same
work?
in functionality, except you can also fly with it.
Yeah.
Ah.
You can fly with magnets.
That's how Superman flies.
It's stopping with magnets. That's the problem.
I don't
Oh,
know. You
God.
seen those bullet trains? Maybe
But
pretty well.
yeah, so
Mag
you repaired your ship, you landed. You can't really do much because you used your action economy there. But let's see. Land on the ship. As you guys, so the elves go, they're doing their stuff. I got to make a couple checks.
Is Enar coming with us, Bryn?
What would you prefer? I mean, if he stays on your ship, he can't really pilot it.
It's docked. It's
But
landed.
he can be on there if anyone tries to come on and get in your ship. But if you want to
Yeah.
take him with, that's up to you. You just have to make a dot for him. And he's large size, so he's 2 squares when we're in human scale. And so
All right.
What do you think, Si?
Leave him behind. That was just where
Chronos.
we made him, but fuck it.
on your scanners on your wrist device that's linked up to your ship and your Neuralink, you see that they've brought back on the Hellfire missiles you turned off.
Oh fuck.
Their engineers have figured that out. Their engineers are also working on some other stuff, but that takes time because you guys did mass damage to them and they are destroyed. So
Well, I imagine they're not going to try to shoot me with the Hellfire missiles because I'm literally right on their ship.
they can't target you guys with the Hellfire missiles if they hit their own ship.
Well, that's good.
Unless they no longer care.
And then you guys
I mean,
see
suicide
Samina. Oh yeah, Kirby. You got to roll for Kirby, and then Samina. You see that her people are actually communicating, and they're getting ready to put down a, well, essentially a door knocker, but it's a giant like breaching strip, and you can see that there's a big like radiation symbol on it. I need you to pull up the other map. Since you guys landed on top of the ship, the upper deck. Yes, this deck. And you guys can essentially pick where you want to be, but I do need you to move. If you look at the back of the ship, there's 3 that are kind of around that table at the very back. If you could move them into the rooms at the side of the ship that's directly like the small square at the left and right sides of the ship behind the guns. Those guys, yeah. Because those are like the engineers that are working on the ship, and they wouldn't be
them where?
One more room over, just in that room. They're working on ship's engines and systems.
All in the same one, or
one in the other, and then 2 in one. Yeah. So either way, I don't care which one you want to pick. But then you guys get to pick, since you guys are sort of in command of this mission, where you want to breach in on this top hole. And Kronos is in their ship, so technically, since he has root access, he can be looking at the camera. So you have this feed. And yeah,
Here's the layout.
is there any place we can decompress without decompressing the whole ship? Like, is there an airlock you can open?
So if you want, you can go to you.
We
You
vent
can't tell
these
them
fuckers
like
into space.
if you want to use an airlock, you could open it. He has root. Kronos has root access. You could find an air vent, and if you want to open an air vent, it would be in one of the rooms behind the gunship. If you see that there's a little square, like a corner in the corner of the room, those are where the like repair hatches are that goes on the outside of the whole ship from the engineering. So you'd be coming in those
like
corners.
corner on the side there.
Yeah, and there's 2 hatches on the upper part where you can go in on either side of the ship. You guys would get to choose that, but that's up to you. If you don't want to use the atomic door knocker, they were just going to go in the way that they're used to.
No, I'm fine with going in that way. I'm talking about suffocating everyone who doesn't get a door closed fast enough without killing the hostage.
Oh, you know that the shields are online, so the shields will compensate for hull breaches eventually, but there'll be a short little vent.
I want to go in there.
Okay.
Do you want to have Samina and crew go on the other side?
Sure.
Okay.
Kill the engineers.
2-pronged attack.
Kill the weapons people and the engineers first.
Samina and them
Yes.
should be on here as tokens too. I think we're above you, but I can't see, so I don't know if they actually put them on.
Are we splitting the party?
Well, do you want them to still use their door knocker, or do you want them to sneak in with you guys? Because they could be like a diversion. They could sneak in with you and help you out. It's up to you.
I mean, that door knocker would definitely be as a distraction. We're not. Are we trying to? We've got enough ships, right? We're not trying to salvage this one as well.
No, we don't need to salvage this one. How about we have them hold until we need them, and they can come in as a distraction somewhere around here.
Yeah, place them up on the top, and they won't be on the thing yet, but they'll be there, ready to break in whenever you give the command.
Yeah, because if I look at this, we're facing 2 here, and possibly a third if he joins.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirby are facing 2 here, right?
Right.
And so we should be able to finish these 2 off. You should be able, or 3. You should be able to finish these 2 off, and then it's going to be the 4 of us fighting against 7 here, plus whatever else is higher. So, I don't know. With root access, can he actually see like where the people are at? I don't want to.
Yeah, you can look through the maps and stuff to see where people are right now, and that's not Kirby. I keep saying Kirby too, but it's actually Bach. The Kirby token right now is Bach, but yeah.
So 6, 7, 8, 9 people. That's where we're going to need the backup.
Yeah.
And I'd rather it be surprise backup.
Sure. We don't need the distraction right this second. No,
yeah, exactly.
So you want to basically pull while you're fighting those guys, kind of pull the other enemies to you, and then drop in the barbarians behind them. You want to do like a pincer? Yeah. Okay, heard.
I just think that'd be smarter when we're facing more numbers.
Yeah, it's totally up to you guys to decide.
Unless Bryn is BFG happy. I mean,
I am always BFG happy. What do you mean, unless?
By the way, for the purposes of spells, do they go through hulls? Like area
If you
of
can,
effects?
if you can see through the hole somehow, yes. So if you had like X-ray vision, it could see your target. Yeah, it doesn't really work through video feed. You have to actually physically see them with magic.
No, what I meant was, like, say I cast my big fucking 9th level thing right here to affect a bunch of people. It's not going to go through to the next deck and hit all the slaves, is it?
It's creatures you
Stream.
can see. So no.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you have to be able to see the creature. So if you went around that corner and targeted all them, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure before I thought about doing it and killed half the people we're here to rescue or whatever.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
shit would be funny though.
That's why I asked, because I knew you would find that funny, and so we would be screwed. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna lead the way. I'm gonna come in through this airlock. Do we need to roll individual initiatives again?
No. So you're just working off the same initiative. Now we're in people order, which just means Bryn, instead of going with you on your ship, goes after Kronos. It's super easy. We don't need to re-roll. But I will need you to roll general stealth checks as you're coming in, just to see if you can get the jump on these guys. Because you are the only one who actually can get the jump on them because of their senses and your immunities.
Yes. I didn't roll great. I only rolled a 31.
Yeah. So you don't think any of these elves, high elves, hear you sneak in, and you know that they can't sense you from your interaction with them, with the crazy fucking squid people that encountered your ship. They couldn't sense you.
Is this a door?
Yes, it is closed.
Okay, good.
It's not locked though.
And is this door closed?
Yeah, they're closed, and they're not locked because basically you have the same access. Or Kronos has given you access to doors and stuff like that with his root access, so you can open whatever you want.
I'm going to use a bonus action to just appear here so that the sound of the door can't alert them.
So with the bonus action one, you have to be able to see where you're going.
And a camera has counted up until this point.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, unless you don't want it to.
No. You're right, it has. I forgot about the teleporting and the cameras. Because that's just moving you. That's not targeting something, so that works. Because that's an area that you can see.
So I'm going to appear behind him and attempt to assassinate.
Yep. And all you got to do with the guys, with this guy, is give me a roll and tell me how you kill him if you hit.
It's a 14 plus my to hit, so it's at least a 28.
Yeah. So murder him however your heart.
How would you like to murder Hobo the dude?
Slit his throat and control his fall to where he doesn't make a sound.
Like I get why, but like, fuck.
And whisper in his ear.
I mean,
yeah, you so
sessions, I literally just manhandled some dude's head until it broke. So
you appear in there, and as the elf is just
I'm
sort
the
of
violent one.
yeah, right. The elf is sort of
You are
working on
violent.
the gun, opening some of the side, and like you can see a bunch of smoke coming out and the smell of ozone as you teleport in here. But then just cut them down, set them down, and that was your bonus action and one attack. Technically, you still have movement and a second attack because you're dude.
All right, so.
Because you're a dude. That's why.
Yeah.
That's what I
Well,
heard.
the little dude, your little guy.
No,
Dude.
it's
little
because
shadow dude.
size a dude. That's what I
here
heard.
first.
That's what I heard. I'm gonna be offensive and continue that lie.
Cronus, are they locked out of their security system? Like, can they still see their cameras?
Well, I imagine they can. I mean,
Yeah.
I have root access, but I haven't. The only thing I was able to shut off is some of their weapon systems, and I have root access, so I can see their cameras, but I haven't shut anything off for them yet.
Why don't you just establish a camera loop so that they can't see us on their ship?
Okay.
And I'm going to hold whatever the rest of what I have until he does that.
Okay, well, Kronos, go ahead and just give me a general intelligence check. Or, well, you can use your history, whatever you have in your history, if it's going to be higher. I don't know if it is or not with you. It should be because you're a bard. You should have half your proficiency or whatever if you don't have proficiency in it.
I do have half proficiency in history. What does
Yeah,
that
so
proficiency do for me?
It should just be added on your sheet already because you have your proficiency into it, into things you're not proficient in.
Oh, okay. Yep. Sorry. I see. Yes.
So go ahead and roll your history.
All right. 15 plus 3, so 18?
18 with
Yeah.
with the last in like remembering the last encounters. You kind of looking on the screen, the way they're moving and commanding, like the three in the middle are sort of looking the way they're looking. You think they've already sensed you. You don't know if the camera loop would be super advantageous because you think that they can already they already know you're there.
All right, fuck it, I'm charging in.
Yep, there you go. Leroy Jenkins.
I agree. Come on, Brad.
So you get your one attack because your bonus action is moved or is used.
I'll go with side.
That's a 20.
Yeah. Okay. So that guy's down. That's one more down, and then it's Kronos. Your turn.
Well, I guess Bach and I will come in this other door over here, and I'll run into the room and attack
Gun or
the
engine?
engineer.
Okay.
The engineer. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll do 2 attacks with the vibration scythe.
Well, if you hit with the first one, he's going to be down.
Okay, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
24, 13 plus 11.
Yeah. Okay. So first attack, you come up behind that guy, silent, and before he notices you're there, you cut him down with your scythe. However you see fit, and you still
Just
have
decapitation.
movement.
That's my favorite method of death.
Nice. Okay. So I imagine you like put the sheath just on his shoulder. He kind of like looks at it, then you turn it on and pull it back.
Yeah.
And then the
Blade pops up in front of his neck, and then
Yep.
gone.
We call it the silent guillotine. So you can still have your bonus action, one attack in your movement. Most of your movement. You used 1, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. You used 25 out of your like 40 or whatever, 60 or whatever.
Okay. Then I'll run up and I'll go attack the gunner there. So 12 plus 11, so 23 to hit.
Okay. Second guy goes down. You kind of open the
Same,
door as
just-
he sort of T turns around. You sort of just spin the shaft around and
Spin your shaft.
Off with your head. It's a
Um,
fucking great ghoul song called "Off with Their Heads." Anyway, and then bonus action. I will go ahead and I guess cast Spirit Shroud.
okay, good.
Go ahead and pop my Spirit Shroud.
And then Bach, who's going to go on your turn with you taking your lead, is going to basically move up to the door and kind of hold his movement for you. He doesn't want to go too far ahead. But then it's Bryn's turn.
Dis, are you going to do anything with your held action?
I don't have a held action anymore.
Oh.
That would be fucking hilarious, Frog G.
You can come in and kill this other guy before he has a chance to.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
Smite him with your axe.
I shall. That sounds like fun. I'm debating if I roll physical dice or if I. All right, we're just gonna try to not care and see what happens with the physical dice. Yeah. Oh fuck! Oh, we didn't care so much that it fell out of the box and gave me a 2. Fuck you, dice. All right, you're done. So I'm assuming 14.
14 does miss them, but you do get a second attack.
Yeah. Oh, you were almost a bitch. This rocked up to 1 and came back to 13. So that's 25.
25 will hit. So the first attack, sort of, you don't actually hit. It's one of those things where you come in and you swing and stop and then stick your tongue out of your mouth and you just like almost touch them and then you come back and just flap.
Yes, I like it.
So you didn't
Alright,
miss.
then-
You were just aiming.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I hit you now.
You were getting the proper distance.
Yes, I had to measure. I had to measure. Sorry, I'm trying to find my d8s.
Yeah, you're good. And if you want to use your bonus action to do anything, you can, or you can hold on to it. You do have the essentially persistent rage with a box thing if you want it to do that now, or you can wait. It's up to you. And you still have some movement, I think, yeah. If you want to move.
8 plus... I got 19.
He's dead. You didn't even have to do damage.
Yeah, you didn't have to. Yeah, sorry, my bad. That was my fault.
Buttheads. So
I was thinking
if
about
I've already
moves.
if I already have persistent rage, I'll just I guess I'll hold the rest of my stuff until I don't know. I'll just hang
So
out.
persistent rage just means once you pop it, it's gonna keep going.
Oh, I haven't
So-
popped it yet. Got you. So
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll rage. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
rage, and I'm not gonna. I mean,
So we got spirit
so
shroud
there's
up.
so we don't have any other guys.
No,
Around,
we need
right.
we need
No,
to
yeah,
go
so you
this
couldn't
way.
you couldn't kill anyone.
All right,
couldn't-
so whatever move like distance I have left,
What's your
I'll
move?
take now. It's
Okay.
a 40.
By the way, I see that little Star Wars chess table up there. I see
That?
you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
I
literally
see
from the
you.
Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
I was trying to steal assets from other stuff, and I was like, I think someone will notice this. But
I see you. I see you.
Hold on.
So-
is this Lando?
no, I don't think so. That's Lando's lover.
Right?
second
The
class.
droid.
Yeah,
L337 or whatever.
So, this is going to take some concentration from you, and you need you to pay attention. So, what I need you to do for these 6 red tokens up at the top, I need you to move the 4 down below the 1 purple guy. They're taking a kneel stance basically as the purple steps back adjacent to the other ones, and they take a 4. Yeah. Kronos, as you're watching this movement go up behind them. They're taking more like 2 people kneeling, 2 people standing. Yeah, they don't want you to be able to move through that space. They also those 2 guys are going to move back to adjacent behind the Scions and kneel. Yeah, to adjacent
These two?
right in front of them. No, the 2 red ones are going to move up to them. Yeah, there we go. And you can see Kronos with the movement that they are looking up and preparing for Samina and the other barbarians. They seem to have sensed them. You get a feeling that they can sense other brains or other psychic waves.
I'm going to send that off to Samina and her crew.
The bottom deck. If you can move to the bottom deck real quick.
Spoilers is
I need you to move. The 4 that are by the elevators into the elevators, and they are basically going to use their actions to their
What-
movement to interact with
what are the
objects. The 2 that are
elevators?
by the 4 that are flanking the little
These?
those are elevators. Yeah,
okay.
I realize they're not labeled. You're not in my head, Si. You can't just tell what things are.
You're not on the
Jeez,
Elven
God.
telepathic network.
Yeah. And then if you want, you can just copy and paste them, or cut and paste, because that way we don't have extra people. Boom, there we go.
Nice.
Paste in place for the win.
Paste in place for the win.
So there's that, and that is only moving 10 feet, so that will actually get up there. And they're going to just be right outside the elevators. And that's their movement. And the other guys are holding.
You mean there?
Yeah, there. Boom, boom. All right.
All right, new plan, Brian.
Movement, hold.
Jump onto this table.
BFG the fuck out of them.
BFG right there.
Yep.
Okay. This is gonna get real fun.
Explosive decompression for everybody.
Let's
You get
see.
sucked into space, and you get sucked into space. and you get
Well,
Magnetic-
if it goes above the ship's threshold, I get to start adding it.
I have magnetic boots and an atmospheric seal, so
do the slaves.
I mean,
Oh, gee, you read my mind.
we're here to stop the slave ship. Anything else is just bonus.
No,
Oh
you're
my
here
gosh. We're here to
rescue
save
the
them, you
slaves.
asshole.
because you need soldiers. But yeah, sure, that works too. All right.
Fucking hell.
Giggity.
Held turns. Samina. They basically ask like, they're asking, should they go now?
Oh, they're ready for you.
Yeah, they're waiting for you. Can I tell them to like maybe move back towards the bow of the ship before they punch through?
You mean over here?
Yes.
You can tell them whatever you'd like to tell them.
So you want them to go into the storage so they get cover? Is what you're saying?
Or like
I was
here.
just thinking like right there in the hallway, like blow it, drop down, and start shooting. But you know,
Looking at the
storage
feed,
actually
they don't
sound-
like that plan because there's no cover for them.
Okay, well then
They
I will
wanna
send them
blow
all.
open-
I will send them everything that I have access to, and
Yeah.
let them choose their
I think they want to be
mode of
here.
ingress.
Yeah, one of those spots. Either flank would be good, just not right in the middle of, or directly over would be good too. Either one, wherever you want to put them.
What's the range
So wait.
on your? What's the radius on your BFG or diameter, or whatever?
20 feet?
120?
No, that's the shooting range.
The diameter is 20 feet. It's a 20-foot
Yeah,
diameter.
it's a fireball.
Fucking huge.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I'm sorry, Woodrow. This is just a what if.
Oh, you can do it. You guys have all the agency in the world. I'm here for whatever happens.
We're just like, I can't wait to see what you weird fuckers do. You destructive bastards.
Well, you guys did target the weapon system, so it's not like the ship hull took all that damage. So you do have some things working in your favor.
Oh, well, that's good.
You know.
I don't like the way that Woodrow says some.
Some, but not all.
things. Well, it's kind. You almost have a good situation.
All right, so
It's bigger than that. That's 20 foot.
I did diameter. It's radius.
Yeah, it's the radius. Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Oh,
mean
shit, so it's a 40-foot
Oh.
diameter?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Everything is in radius when you say how big is
Oh,
something.
God.
Because it's
Didn't
how many
realize
feet
that.
from that point, not
25.
all the way across.
Right.
30, 35,
There you go.
40.
Good fuck.
It's just
That's
splitting
perfect.
the ship in half.
Basically.
no.
I mean,
No, those elevator shafts are reinforced.
I was gonna say there's
it goes-
still a little
It goes
bit.
20 feet up and 20 feet down, and I did say that those elevators went 10 feet up from the lower deck.
That's a short lower deck.
so this is a sphere, right?
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a fucking 40-foot hole down to the next space,
Huh?
and might actually punch through the bottom of the ship.
I mean, if the
No, it wouldn't punch through the bottom, but it will punch through that floor, and maybe get some people's heads.
that's so good.
So, can I use my access to see? Thank you.
Hold on.
Can we just tell them
Copy.
to like duck?
Duck.
Edit. Paste in place.
I mean, those are the only fuckers that are going to get it. The slaves
And
are
you
going to
can
be fine.
you can delete those 4 guys in the elevator
Yeah.
on this bottom layer because they're up top.
So it's just those 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ship.
I mean, that's kind of not a bad thing for us, though.
I mean, the
I
more
mean,
we
the-
talk
the
about this, the
ship
better
is
it sounds.
concerning.
Yeah.
The ship
It's not gonna
is
punch a
really
hole
the
through the
main
roof, is it?
concern.
You know what? The ship will be okay. The ship will be,
Frog G, yes, next I will try lightning bolt.
the ship will be fine.
You get hurled into space, and you get hurled into space.
Maybe. We don't know. But after the elves' turn, Samina, they are going to, since it's been placed and we've decided that we now have a radius so we can see, they're going to blow the door knocker, the atomic door knocker, up and actually drop it in there. And
Nice.
let's see. They're going to pop the door open. Or well, they'll actually you have access root access, Kronos, so they'll tell you to pop the door open, which will be interacting with an object for you because you have root access, so that's part of your movement. But you will have used that, which means you can't do it again. And then they'll basically be shooting from cover as those doors open on your turn, and they're holding their action similar to how the elves have their action held, right? And then Death Spider, boom, prisoner. Kirby's doing his thing. Prisoners are doing their thing down there. Their political business. And this. They're trying to figure out, the best deals on cigarettes.
How Leroy Jenkins do I want to be?
Yeah, good question. It's a very good question.
I don't know. It's you, babe. You're kind of inherently rather Leroy.
I always figured Leroy was like your second cousin or something like that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Bonus
Has
action.
anybody ever actually seen that video, that Leroy Jenkins video?
Of course.
It's fucking hilarious.
Especially because they all just cuss him out.
God damn it, Leroy!
Like every fucking time.
Okay. This is gonna get interesting.
I cast my 9th level spell, Psychic Scream.
Okay.
You need a lot of saves.
If they took psychic damage.
Oh!
So, I need, let's see, there's going to be a couple advantage. So, those 3 are fine, but I still need to roll for the plebs. But they only have resistance, so. Counting, that's 8, 9, 10. What is the save? 19, and it is a
19.
wisdom?
Intelligence.
Oh, intelligence. That's a +0 for them. Good news is, if the plebs, let's see. Yeah, they couldn't do it on that, but luckily they have minion rolls for saves. So let's do this. 2, 4, 19 or above. 120, a 17. You're close. So that's 3 of them that die. And then 2 more. All right. So when you do that, you pop up, you cast your spell. You kill all of the red guys except 2. The 3 purple guys are there because they're immune to psychic damage.
Okay, 1 second. I have to send this lower. Control.
But here's the fun part about held actions. Reactions are interrupts. So before you cast that, they all get their attacks on you. So, yep, it's gonna hurt.
You better dodge your ass off.
1, 2, 3. Trying to see exact. So that would be 1 melee, 2 melee, 3 of them are melee attacks. Okay, I'm gonna get those out of the way. Right
1
now.
melee, 2 melee, 3 melee, 4.
Oh, okay. 1 misses. 1 is a nat 20. So 1 did it for a nat 20.
Okay.
But you do have your reaction if you want to use it.
The nat 20 is hitting at what AC?
It's a nat 20. It hits. Unless you can do something to make it not hit. Like you have your dodge ability as a reaction. Or something that turns a crit into a not crit.
I'm immune to critical hits.
Oh, okay. So it would still hit, but it wouldn't be a critical.
And I'm gonna let it hit rather than
Okay.
trading places.
Yeah, so that's 7 piercing damage as one that is behind you reaches out its arm and extends its short sword. It tries to do it again, but you turn, sensing the first attack that hit you, and the second one misses. The other guy, let's see, 2 pulse. Okay, so that's a nat 1. That misses. And does a 19 misses you too, correct?
Yes, unless he's got more than a +7.
No. I mean 19 total. I'm telling you totals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then it misses.
And this is okay. 22.
22 will miss with shield.
So you're casting shield.
It's a reaction, yeah.
So then now for the rest of your turn, you get the +5. What's your AC now?
26.
A 26. Okay, so 15.
Incidentally,
8.
that's why I held the other thing, because I figure I only get one reaction.
Yeah, you only get one reaction. I didn't know you
Right.
had shield, so that was a good call.
And I already marked shield off.
And you said you had it's 26 now, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that one misses. Nat 1 misses. A 26 is going to hit, though. So that's 1 hit. So you take 17 radiant damage.
All right.
And so now I'm on this guy. Miss. But you are just getting lit up by pulse rifles right now and getting stabbed a couple times. Miss. And then the last 2 for the plebs, and then we'll get to the scions. Miss with a 3 and a 2. All right. This is going very well for you with that 26. And then, so let me switch my. Okay. I have this same thing open twice. I want the scion, not the scion. One sec, and I think they get 3, but my computer is slow as fuck. And then next up is going to be Chronos. Just so if you want to start thinking about what you want to do, if you don't already know.
Okay, it's not my turn yet.
No, I'm just saying you're on deck. It's about to be you once we get these last few attacks and Dis finishes their turn. But the held actions are going real quick. 3, so 2 of them are going to make their attacks. Boom. And they have a plus 11, so that is a 23, so that misses. A 28 is going to hit, and the other one misses. So for another 7 slashing damage, or piercing damage, I mean, sorry.
Okay.
And another one's coming at you with the sword that extends from him. Ooh, okay, so you're immune to crits, but a nat 20 will hit, because you're Danuan armor. And then a 28 will also hit. So that is for 14 more. And then the one behind has to use its pulse rifle. Another nat fucking 20, but that doesn't matter. And 25s miss. Oh my god. Okay, so that is for 19 radiant damage as they all just light you up as you appear and they use their reactions to interrupt your action. Then you cast your psychic scream spell and all of the red guys but 2 are gone. You can pick whichever 2 you want, I don't care. And the 3 in the middle are still there. Well played. I got really excited though because I barely get to do that to people.
I'm going to disappear that for a second.
And Dis, since this is the first time you using your 9th level spell, would you like to describe how exactly it works? Do other people hear it? Do their heads explode? Like what are the details of this?
Oh, I didn't know I'd get to create the flavor. I thought you would pre-assign the flavor.
No, it's a 9th level spell, yeah.
Let's see. You unleash the power of your mind to blast the intellect of up to 10 creatures of your choice that you can see within range.
I think in the details it actually says their heads explode too with psychic scream.
Does it?
I
All right.
think. I can't remember. It's been a while since I read it.
I'm just gonna appear and do a blood curdling scream.
Okay, so you'll actually let out a cry. So everyone will like
Yeah.
in the ship hear this scream, and yeah, after you hear just a barrage of laser fire and sword on steel, or steel on steel, I guess, or whatever duranium or whatever fucking alloy it is. You hear a scream that goes out, and then on the sensors, as you're like watching through the root access, and you guys all kind of have this up on your HUD, they actually almost like scramble for a moment, and everyone's like there shooting, fighting. Just lets out a scream. There's sort of like a little static wave, and then there's just like people falling over left and right, and
Heads explode.
yeah, and heads exploding.
And heads just pop.
And as my move action,
Yep.
I'm going to appear here.
Nice. They wouldn't have gotten attacks, but that's still smart because they had to use their react. Just so you know the mechanics of it, they used their reaction to do their held action, so they actually wouldn't get to like attack of opportunity you. But
I had thought about that before. They were all acting on my turn, but I also wanted to make sure that I was nowhere near them at the start of their
next turn.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and so
Gotcha.
this is outside of my move range. So that's one
Good.
500-foot moved.
Yeah, that is very good.
All right, and that's it for my turn.
Then Kronos, you're on deck now.
All
was
right.
fun.
Can I see through the cameras? Can I see the deck below us?
Yes, and that would be up to Dis. What are you looking for specifically?
Well, I want to see how many people are down there.
A good amount. I can't remember the amount off the top of my head. I actually did have it written down on a piece
Many.
of paper, but that paper got thrown away. But there's a good amount of prisoners, and they're all.
No, I mean like the guards. How many guards are down there?
Oh, left. I think it's just those guys down there left, but there
Six.
might
So
be
there's like
some
six
still.
of them?
And there's still the pilots. You guys haven't gotten after the pilots. They've been doing their.
Okay,
what
so
they're
there's
doing.
eight total. So
Oh, and
10
then two. Yeah,
on those
then two
on
more.
that level.
Yeah,
Okay.
eight little guys, 2 big guys,
Right.
2 pilots, or 4 pilots, 2 pissants, and the
And
3.
Remember,
Right.
on your turn, Samina's team is also using their held action reactions for when you open that door as part of your movement. So whenever you
Okay.
decide to do that, it's up to you. And you don't have to move. You can just open the door.
Right. And Bryn, are you still planning on BFGing the center of the ship there?
I mean, there's only 2 people left.
There's 5 people left.
Oh,
There's
there's
5.
those are for whatever reason I thought those were your guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I will pop that door open for Samina and crew, and I will hold the rest of my action.
All right. So that door goes open. Now I have 7 attacks to make. Okay. And they can really only see those 4, and they're going to shoot the ones closest to them because, biggest ones first.
Yeah,
Right.
the only exception I would say is the green guy can see the red guy also.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. This little bit of extra wall right here cuts
Fuck
off
that,
the other
yeah.
2.
Okay, so with a +9, they are. That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. And the other guy. So one of the barbarians missed. So that is 19. And you can see they're kind of targeting their fire.
I
Lower
just saw
dark
that.
vision.
I don't know how long ago. That was 6 minutes ago, but yeah.
Right.
You could, dude. That is something you can do, and you guys would be fighting in 0G. But 0G, you guys haven't been trained for it. Kronos probably has, but the rest of you haven't, which means you have disadvantage on like everything you do in 0G. So
It's dexterity, baby. What could go wrong?
Oh yeah. What could go wrong? I mean,
So
combine
that's
that with the
3.
helium, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Okay. And I need to roll 3 more attacks. It's 57 on one. Oh, they might. Yeah, Samina might get a kill on one of these Scions.
Fuck yeah.
15,
Go
15. So
Samina.
she missed. She missed with one. So you hear like pulse rifles blasting, boom, 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 or whatever, pew, 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 and then you hear two. Well, technically three, but one of them misses. You hear like kaboom, 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 as Samina is sort of like walking, or you can see her sort of moving from cover to cover to one side to get a better look, and she kind of moves back behind the green guy and hits the Scion with 2 hits of her like 500 Magnum handgun. Let's see. That is a 21, so 42. 42. Oh dang! So it's not down. It's not looking good though. So the one Scion kind of closest to them in the back corner turned. Or didn't turn, was kind of already aimed there, and as the door opened, just got light and started getting lit up. Is barely hanging on. But then it is Kronos the rest of your turn if you want to do anything, because you did kind of.
No, I'm gonna let Bryn go ahead and light him up, Bryn.
Okay.
Yay!
Do you want to hold? Because you haven't done much, so you can hold for after Bryn goes if you want. If you want to move into a position first and then do something.
I mean, I guess Bach and I could move over towards that next door, right next to the place with the next door,
the little barracks. Okay,
yeah. Right
so
there.
you guys move, and then boom, Bryn, it's your turn. I just didn't want you guys to get stuck in a bad position from
right.
moving.
I appreciate that.
I'm a BFG.
Okay, so move Bryn in 40 movement, get her up on the table or wherever she decides to take cover.
I'm gonna stand on the table and I'm gonna put the BFG right between my legs.
Like a granny shot in bowling.
Yeah.
Or she's shooting them with her big barbarian she-dick.
That too.
Yeah.
That is far more accurate, if we're gonna be honest.
Disturbing.
I'm rubbing off on her.
My very big friend.
Also disturbing, and I hate you for saying that.
You're targeting an area.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I don't have to actually. I would hit because it's just the area. It's not a person, right?
Yeah, you're placing an area. You're not trying to like hit a ship or something. So
right.
they have to make this. Well, you're gonna hit a ship just because you're shooting into.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I mean, technically, she is aiming at a ship. She's gonna devastate the fuck out of it too.
Yeah, this could get interesting.
So it's 31, and then my rage adds.
So rage actually doesn't add to this; it adds to melee attacks, but it's 31 damage.
Okay, yeah.
And what was the save again? Sorry, dexterity or con?
Dex.
I can't remember.
I'm trying to look.
Dex. I think it's Dex, but I can't remember. And I need to know what the amount of the save is because I'm making. So these 3 are.
I don't. Where does it say this?
It's on your weapon.
I'm looking on my weapon.
I'm sorry,
Let's
babe.
see.
I'll look
I'm
on your
looking.
weapon.
It might not have. I might have had to make the DC on
It's
the
a
fly, which is
customized thing, so
yeah, proficiency plus dexterity. What's that?
Like wait.
I think the 5.
Five
What's your
plus
dex
4.
mod? So 9
plus
plus
4.
8 is 17. So that's a 17 DC. So that
Okay.
is. Yeah, I'll put it on there. I forgot that
All
it
right.
wasn't on there. I guess.
Sorry,
So-
super confused now.
No, you're good. 31. Yeah, so they make a save, so they have to make a save against a number, which is the difficulty of them to make the save, and that's based on like your proficiency with the weapon, which is like dexterity, aiming, and proficiency. So that's where that number comes from and why it's important. So half 31 is 15. So another 15 to this guy. That melts him. That guy's gone. Over
Pink or
110.
red?
Pink guy in the back corner is gone. Oh, the two red plebs are fucking. They're turned to goo. And the other guys take 15. 15. Okay. This is where it gets interesting. You reloading and shooting again?
Mm-hmm.
And that's 31, which luckily, is below the threshold of the ship.
Luke, just so you know, moving up to this door was half your 60 move. I just figured it out.
All right, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
24.
24?
Mhm.
24. That is also not above the threshold, so that's good. And those are fails, so they don't get to save any of that damage.
Yay!
39.
So this attack actually did more than the last attack.
Yeah. Well, more got through, yeah.
Yeah.
They seemed to throw up some kind of like psychic shield on that first one, but then the second one came in and got them off guard with 2 attacks.
They're like, oh shit, again?
Yeah. But yeah, it's your bonus action, your 2 attacks, and your movement. So that goes to elves. Okay.
Did that punch through the floor at all?
No, it actually didn't. The threat. So I was.
Wow.
Didn't go over the threshold of the ship. If it went over the threshold, it was going to melt the floor into the next hole.
I did
and
good,
it was gonna
guys.
Damage. I was going to roll random systems to damage on top of life support, because that's like the center channeling of like the ship, where a lot of systems
all the
go
air
through.
ducts.
Yeah. But and fuel for stiff. Okay. At the bottom floor, can we go there real quick, just so we can get this out of the way? They are going to make a judgment call and take defensive positions and kind of hold, but they're going to kind of use the prisoners. So they're going to be like using the sides of the prisoner cells, the black walls. They're going to be up against them, so where they can see the elevators. Yeah, the two in those corner, and then the guys behind are just let's see. Can you put them actually? You see where it has the rectangle with the R, that sort of like one diagonal corner. You can actually put them, right there. Move those guys up. Actually, the square right below it. They're still taking cover, but they're kind of looking into the opposite elevators a little bit. They don't have a good view. Yeah, and then the scions, you can just move to the wall. That's the flat wall on the bottom of the elevator. They're taking cover behind that. They don't necessarily need to see in there. So
there.
right there. That's good. So they moved, doing their thing, and then the 2 on the top, they do know that this works. So they're gonna move up to that room, well, as far as they can go. They can go 30 movement.
Up or down?
I can't actually see the map. It didn't refresh.
It is on my screen.
Oh,
Yeah,
the next floor, the floor you're on.
The lower floor? Oh, the floor that we're on.
Yeah. The floor. They're staying there.
Floor.
The first floor.
Yeah. There we go. Now move the purple guys down as far as they'll go. Then it's 30.
As far as they'll go?
Yeah, 30 movement.
15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So since it knows you're there, and it's gonna have to it's gonna have to be 1 per. Dang. So distance does not include you, but Bach, Bryn, and Kronos.
Bryn and Kronos. Oh no! Don't do that, brother and sister.
I need you guys to make me intelligence saving throws. Luckily, Bach is smart, but he okay.
Oh
thought he was
fuck!
Yeah. Thought he was smart.
Fucking nat 20. 21.
Yeah, you are good. You don't even sense anything.
8.
They don't even pierce. 8 total. Okay.
Love you, fucking lament formation.
So,
lament
Bryn, you are
configuration dice.
stunned. With the BFG held between your legs like a phallic symbol.
Yep.
And
That checks.
Bach with a +9 actually makes it. That's a 17. So Bach is not stunned. So Kronos and Bach are good. Or Croc and Bronos.
Nice.
Bronos.
I ship them.
Croc and
Bronos.
Bronos sounds like a weird comic book.
Right?
Let's see. Okay, he is going to. Okay, now you guys don't take half damage. I don't think either. Yep. So Bryn, you take 22 psychic damage from that.
Yeah.
Stunned
By
for
the
a
way,
minute.
Woodrow, this wouldn't have mattered because I don't take psychic.
That's what I'm saying. I say,
Yeah.
you're immune to this. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant I was out of range. I'm like,
No, you're immune to the effect. You're out of this in terms of you don't have to roll. And then, okay, yeah, that's all I can do right here. They don't have the ability.
Yeah, I never took my my action or the rest of my action
the rest of your move.
because I held. I was waiting until after Bryn's turn.
Right.
So when you hold, you can hold an action or movement. So you're right there. You can't really move much, but you can't pop up on that door and act, and so can block. I thought you said you didn't want to hold your action for some reason. That's
No, I
weird.
I wanted to hold my action. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and open that door. And can I? Is that my action?
No. That's just it's part of your movement is the reaction to just pop the door.
All
open.
right.
It's not
And then I will. I'll take a shot at the one that's closest to the furthest
Closest?
one.
Okay.
With my Kirby Crackle.
Okay. Go ahead and make the attack.
Necrotic.
I'm sorry, Luke. Every time you say I take a shot, I always assume it's.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a fair assumption. That is a totally fair assumption.
He's a drinking bar. That's how he casts his spells.
Exactly. Drunken master over here. All right.
Shots.
That's the semantic and the material.
And the
24 to hit.
Yeah. Okay. 24 is gonna hit.
Okay. And then 1, 2, 3 D10. Now, does my Spirit Shroud pop onto this, or is it only?
Yes, it does. We looked and it's just attacks if they're within 30 feet, I believe. So I'm gonna say for the purposes of this, yeah.
All right. So Spirit Shroud, and so that is extra.
And before you do that, as your bonus action, before you make your attack, would you like to hex them? Oh, you held your action. That's right. I forgot. Yeah. Sorry. That's my bad.
Yeah. All right. So I got 3 D10 and a D8.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. For your orcish assault rifle.
So 23, and that's necrotic damage if it matters.
23. Necrotic does not matter for this. 23 on that one. Boom. That's a 2. That brings us to 6. 62 damage total for that one. Okay. Getting there. Still up, and you held your attack action. So you the assault rifle isn't your spirit.
No, it's not the assault rifle. It's the arcane tattoos. It's the Kirby Crackle. Firing that directly out of my arm.
Okay, so you get one. Yeah, you get one then. Okay. Yeah. Boom. For some reason, I thought it was your assault rifle.
I mean, I only get one with the assault rifle as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's right.
Either one of my projectile attacks only get one attack. It's only with the.
So Samina and her crew, they're actually going to move out. They're going to take cover behind the 2 walls there and sort of shoot as they move. So they'll just take cover, 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and they're going to take their attacks as they're moving. See what they can do. And they're going to basically get the elevators ready to go. 2 hits for Samina.
Do you mean like this?
No, the walls that are right there. Yeah, right there against the kitchen. So Samina is going to do another 42 damage to this one, which is almost drops it. And the other 2 are going to take their 4 attacks on the other one. Nat 20.
Oh, sure.
Nice. Okay. So that's a 20. So that's 3 hits. So 19 times 4, 76. Okay. 76 on the other one. 100. So the other one actually drops. The one in the back, furthest from you guys, goes down.
Nice.
As they sort of move up and just light them up with their attacks, with their pulse rifles. That one's still up. Looks like it's weak and barely hanging on, but it is now. Prisoners going. Death Spiders healing. This is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to shoot it. Alright, and...
Right as you're shooting, you get a little message from Perry. He's like, I've arrived at the rebel base. It seems a bit musty. And you like think back to the fungus.
Don't eat the salad.
And maybe cycle the air a lot.
Yeah, since I don't need to breathe, don't worry.
Okay, well, that's probably a good thing. But go ahead and cycle the air for us, huh?
26 to hit.
Okay, 26 does hit, and I don't think you can do less than 6 damage.
My base damage is a +10 on the weapon
Yeah.
I'm using.
So, and you're using the bow, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so you pull back, unleash a blood arrow right into the face of this scion as it drops back dead. And this scion, these people, they look like just regular high elves, but their eyes are sort of basically all gone over all white. And there's like, instead of red veins at the corners, when you kind of look, you can see there's like black veins in the corners almost, instead of red. But they seem to look, other than that, look like normal high elves. They're not like the abominations that attacked your ship in the last episode.
Nice. I'm going to move up and try to shake Bryn awake.
Okay. That has no effect. Kronos, it's your turn.
All right. All right, so there's those up there. And then... All right.
Oh, and you can see the pilots up top. So they've two of the pilots in the back seat they've moved to the first door, and they've got it open, watching, like using the walls as cover. They're taking cover, waiting for that second door to open, just so because you can see them on the camera. So, should let you know. Yeah, that's fine.
I think that I am going to dimension door me and Bach onto the level below, all the way at the back, behind all the prisoners. Can I see the lower floor?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
There's 2 of them already on there, but you can you can do that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
They should
like
be
in
in
the
the same
center,
spot.
back there at the back.
That is Kronos.
Yep,
and
right there.
there's Bach. And you said all the way down below here?
Yeah, right there, exactly.
Nice. So,
Okay.
and you could kind of see it on the cameras. You didn't have a very good view, but when you get down here, you can see that there's orcs in here, and they're kind of like yelling in orcish to each other. It's not, now that you're down here, it seems super loud, but it seems like it's not loud enough to like echo across. They're just having like a little shouting match, and they're
Right.
and two of the cells where there is 2 of the different orc tribes together. They're actually like fighting. Like one of them on the top row, there's 2 in there. They're fighting the orange orcs, getting the upper hand. In the back, far right one, there's 2 blue and 1 orange, and they're beating the shit out of him. And the orange orcs seem to have red hair. Their hair is like dyed red somehow, or naturally red maybe, but seems
Right.
dyed. And the blue ones are covered in tattoos, like Yakuza or like MS-13 Mexican street gangs, but it's all like bone related
Gotcha.
type of symbology on it. And then where you're behind are actually just a bunch of minotaurs that seem pretty chill. They're all just kind of like chilling, watching all the other orcs kind of like yell and fight.
But
and
they're all
stuff. And
prisoners, and they definitely are not happy about being prisoners, I imagine.
I mean, from what you could guess, yes. And with your average insight, you don't think they're happy, even though they are content. And then the
All
orcs
right.
are definitely not happy.
So, question. Can I hack open the cell doors?
Yes, you
I knew
can.
that was
I've been
coming.
waiting
Okay,
for you to
then
do
that's
that.
what
and
I want to do.
I was so worried you were going to do that before you guys even got here and get a bunch of them murdered. But
Well, see, I figured I'd wait until I could see the lay of the land and we could distract the assholes. Because, having a bunch of angry prisoners come up from behind you, yeah, I like that idea for these assholes.
This is what happens. Bach is going to use his turn, kind of use his reaction to go before you and move over to the cell closest to him with the orcs, the 2 orcs in it, closest to Bach, like directly one more.
Yeah.
Those are minotaurs.
The next
more
one's
over
over. Yeah,
his-
the blue
yeah.
one's right there.
So, and he starts talking in Orcish to the orc closest to him, and
Good.
you get the sense that the way he's talking is probably his brother. Boom, you pop. All right, do you want to pop them all? Do you have any specific ones you want? You have. You
No,
can do
I
all
want
of them at
I want
once.
fucking Pandelirium. I want all of
Okay.
these angry motherfuckers open
That's not
and
even a
out.
word.
Pandelirium.
I like
now.
it. Pandalirium's a good word. Leave it.
That's like a panda is up on your chandelier.
Pandelirium. Yeah. No, it's from an old Jeff Foxworthy joke. Pandelirium.
What's up, Six?
It was Pandelirium. What's up,
Hey,
Six?
You actually could do that.
Destroy
So,
them all at
as you
6
do
a.m.'s
that-
request.
They don't. It's not their turn. They're not moving yet. And even with the cells dropping, most of them are. You see, most of the orcs are focused not on the elves, but on the orcs, the other orcs fighting, and the whatever political thing is happening with them. As you drop the gates, it's not their turn yet, so they're not really moving all that much or reacting too much. But you see some of them that aren't in the cells where they're fighting or closest to them are noticing that the cells have dropped down and are probably going to move on their turn to the closest cells with orcs that aren't their type of
God
tribe.
damn it.
The Minotaurs, however, see you, and as it drops, one of them looks over and just goes like, "Oh, well, I assume you speak common human. Thank you," and just kind of like walks out. And he holds
You're
out his
welcome.
hand and he says, on your turn, the little free action speech, he says that his name is Akondo, I think. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, Akondo Fire Totem of the Burning Horn. And then,
Macondo,
and that's-
how'd you like to put your size 15 hoof right in these fuckers' asses?
What just
Wow.
happened to your mic?
Your
Wow.
mic just switched, but he
That
says that
was
sounds like a
crazy.
good idea. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
There we
Should
go.
be-
How's that?
Should be fun. That's
Better.
Okay.
Holy
good. Yeah, it sounded
shit,
like you
that
fell
was
into a
crazy.
fish tank. Or
No,
something.
it fucking for some reason it switched to my
Camera.
webcam mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, how'd
Sounded
you like to
like
put
it.
your size 15 hoof in these guys' asses? And
Go
I
ahead,
mean
give me a
stomp them flat.
Persuasion check with advantage. Prison riot.
All right.
Prison riot.
So persuasion. Oh, that's a fucking nat 20. I won't even take the advantage. Nat 20, so 27.
27. You hear the Minotaurs shout with the 27. They shout something in Orcish. It sounds like, and it seems the orcs, for the moment, seem to snap attention to the Minotaur, and they see them in a line. Although that won't happen until their turn, but that's
Right.
what's going to happen on their turn.
Yes.
Kronos, Bach, and that orc are gonna not go into the combat. They're actually gonna step away, and then Bryn, it's your turn,
I'm gonna kiss.
and I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
You can do
which
it, babe.
one am I gonna roll?
Can I
Well, that doesn't.
You can't
Can I-
you can't assist. Although if you
I'm gonna put a sweaty sock up to her face. That's
And you
just,
said it was wisdom.
run your
Dirty
finger under your
sock?
tits and run it under her nose.
That was disgusting. You said wisdom.
Awful.
Yeah, no intelligence
Oh, fuck.
save.
11.
11. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You are still stunned, so you're
Yep.
still stuck there. Elle's turn. Okay, go back to the bottom floor real quick.
I miss having a turn.
Yeah, you're good. We are now to the fun part because they see this happen. Can you move the two that are up top? Double move is no. The two that are up above the radius. I think there's two standing guarding a door up there, possibly. Yeah, have them run 60 down, double move.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
They know what's about
40,
to happen.
45, 50, 55, 60. Okay.
The scions, they move up to the first, the cells, like the purple guys, they move up to the cells in front of them and one square over. So they're, and then one over the
Left.
other way.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And then that the opposite way, boom, because they need to be able to hit as many people with this cone as they can. They are going to make an attack, and I think it's 60 foot, so this is going to hurt. Okay. Pam. Oh, this is gonna hit most of the orcs in the middle. The 2 cells on the edge of that second one will be fine. But okay, so I'm gonna do just 2. Okay. So to simplify this, yeah. Luckily, most of them are blue, but all the orange ones that are basically in the centers. Well, I'll know which ones they are. The orange ones that are kind of in that center path down are stunned. But the blue ones seem to make their save, so they actually aren't, and they see that.
Are we talking about these?
Yeah, those ones, and then the ones up top as well. Those guys are stunned. And then the other guys are going to just start cutting their losses, realizing what's going on, and shooting. 1, 2, 3, so that's 4. That's 6 attacks, and... So 10 total. I'm just going to roll them all because I have this. I have enough D20 for this. And I have to roll above. Oh, yeah, they have no armor. Ooh, this is going to suck. 10. Oh, my God. So a 2 is going to miss on the die. A 5 is a 14, so that hits. Okay, so all the other ones are hits. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 2 hits on that one, 2 hits on that, 2 hits on that, 2, 4, 6. So I need you to take out 3 of the blue off the map, the orcs. They get hit with gunfire and drop.
Damn.
And then you can move the red elves sort of in a line behind the scions as they sort of like line up to do a firing squad and start shooting down.
I'm sorry,
but
say the last part again. I can
the red, all the red guys, the 2 that are like we're taking cover on those walls, they basically move up next to the other 2 up top, and they're doing like a firing line, shooting past the scions at the guys they just killed. And then
Okay.
I think he's talking about the 2 on the side here. Yeah, those 2.
yeah,
Move these.
basically like that. That's fine. Yeah, boom. And then they're just pew 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 trying to get a hold of the prisoners, and then it is Samina's turn. So you can go ahead and do her. She's gonna, or not do her, but switch to or bring her down to this floor, and with her barbarians, she's basically telling you guys that she's taken one of the elevators. She's going down, and it's.
I was gonna say, Sai can absolutely not do her. No permission, sorry.
And I'm just going to make
Sorry, weird like this.
simplify this because these are plebs. That opens and they don't have much movement, but they can move to see them. So that is 2 and a 3. Come on, guys. Sterngov, what are you doing? Okay, so one of them hits. So one of the red goes down, and then at least Samina gets 3 attacks, so she might be able to drop 3 more of these plebs. 11, 4 and a 6. Come on, but she's got plus 11, so they still that one hits, that one misses. So 2 more go down as her 500 Win Mag or not Win Mag, but 500 Magnum handgun starts blowing down the elves like twigs. And then Death Spider, prisoners. All right. Now the fun starts. You can basically, to the full extent of their movement, anyone that isn't stunned, just surround the scions and the elves as best you can. And then I will make some rolls because I'm pretty sure the elves. Yeah, that's fine. No, can you individually move them around? No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get a hold of the plebs right here. I'm just gonna do a couple checks. Boom. 16.
Fuck them up,
die.
son.
That's, plus strength is a 17.
Someone should. I'm over here stunned by the awesomeness that
life.
was shooting my
3 on the
BFG
die.
twice.
4 on the die with no athletics. Come on. In a nat 20. Okay. One's fighting. Okay, so there is one of the red still up as the other ones basically get surrounded and pummeled and beat with whatever. It could be grabbed, guns taken away and shot point blank range as they're basically driven down. And the orcs are shouting and
eliminated.
Orcish. Yeah. And you could see with your persuasion check, with your insight, the Minotaurs, how they're in the back. They're sort of like not leading the orcs, but using the orcs as a shield.
They're using them as shock troopers.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And then
I would too.
I need to do some flat damage to those scions. There's 2 left, correct? Yeah. And then, okay, boom. So that's 12 damage and 20 damage. Okay. Boom, boom. Then it is your turn, as you can look on the camera in your little feed and see the prisoners breaking necks and shooting elves point blank with their own weapons.
All right, then.
Well, at least they snapped out of it and decided to be useful.
Oh, there's still ones that are frozen. Or stunned,
I'm meaning like stop bitch slapping each other.
Oh yeah. That was Kronos's bardic persuasion. It worked.
Ooh, knock it the fuck off.
Which way are these
Don't make
guys
me
facing?
come in there.
They're working on the
Right.
console. The other 2 have that door open and are waiting for that second door to open with what you can assume are held actions. Waiting to just attempt to shoot whoever comes through the door.
Well, we wouldn't want to do that. So instead, I'm going to charge up 30 feet. And then I'm going to finish charging 30 feet. And be right here.
And that's your movement and
Bonus action.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
You know what? These first. But behind them.
Heard.
Read my mind.
wanna- I don't want to waste the surprise on people who are already distracted.
So here's the thing. You actually, I guess it doesn't matter because they're plebs, but you would get to surprise these people because they can't sense you. And you're just appearing in here, so. You actually could get it on these guys. I would argue you could. Yeah. Just for future reference.
12 and a 18.
On the dice, before your
Yeah.
pluses are going to hit, yeah. It's above a 16 for both of those, yeah.
Can I assume that they just die?
Yep, they're minions, so
There you go.
you dispatch them.
Dispatched.
Patched.
Boom, boom. Kronos,
Yes.
your turn. And
So-
Bach is with, okay, cool. I have to
He's with his brother over there.
Yeah, they're talking.
They're kissing in the corner.
Mhm.
It's a close family.
Uh-huh. How many people are here? How many are left?
Bad guy. Grunt.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, you can go straight up, by the way.
You can move through those purple doors because they are no longer there. Active.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So move me. I want to Misty Step 30, and then I want to move the rest of my movement up to the Scion up there, I guess. Or wait, that's a pleb, right? The red one.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can get adjacent to either of the purples because there's actually a space adjacent to them, to both of them, either of them.
Okay, well, yeah. Let's go ahead and move right up adjacent to that one Scion right there.
And because right now the orcs are on your team, you can move through their spaces. So
Right on. Yeah.
Because
So I
So I
right
use my
now
bonus action.
Yeah.
they're on our team.
My Spirit
Yeah.
Shroud is still
I
going,
noticed that.
right?
yes, your spirit shroud's still up. You haven't been hit.
Okay. So
you're
I'm
good.
going to attack with the scythe on
Ooh.
that Scion.
Good choice. And this one does seem to be the more damaged one.
Awesome. All right, so let's see.
Oh, Sai, the ones that you have moved up that are those guys that are the opacity's turned down, they're still stunned in their cells. Those would be the blue ones that would be up there, but same difference. It's not too big of a deal. Just for reference in people's heads. But yeah, your
24
two
to
attacks.
hit on the first attack.
Yeah, more than enough. So you want to just go ahead and roll the second attack real quick,
All right.
just to see if both hit. Get out of the way.
And that is a 20. It's a 23 on this one. 12 plus 11.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that is 3d10 and a d8 again. Twice. Correct?
Yeah, and you're using your you're using your scythe.
The scythe. Yeah.
Okay. Is this the scythe is 3d10?
Believe so. Hang on. No, 1d10 plus 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it
no,
would be
the
2D
the 3
the
I'm
Krugby
sorry, I was
crackle.
looking at the other one.
Yeah.
The,
so
the-
it would be 2d10 and 2 plus 2d8 plus your bonus twice.
So, wait a minute. What? 2d10.
2d10 plus 2d8
Okay.
plus
And
the
then-
plus
and then-
on your weapon twice.
Yeah, twice because you're doing 2 attacks.
Okay, so 2d10, 2d8 plus 12.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
Sorry, Woodrow.
No, you're good. You're good. I just
Right.
want to make sure he's not cheating himself out of that plus.
Hang on.
You said that plus, and I thought you said butt plug.
That
Oh my
whatever,
gosh.
I don't want to ruin
Don't
anyone's
cheat yourself
fun.
out of the butt plug.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that dice decided to just disappear.
It was
It's
going
cat
to roll
food.
low, so it
So it just took
It
itself
ran
out of the
away.
fray. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. All right.
You got to teach Shay's dice how to do that.
Right?
Okay.
Did you ever find that
Assholes.
D4 that was going to cripple your foot,
Yeah, you stepped on it.
Shay?
Yeah, I found
Oh.
it immediately after I dropped
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's not good to leave caltrops just hanging around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I would have stopped
38
it. Like, the whole
damage
game would have come
total.
to a halt.
How much was that, Kronos?
38 damage total.
Ooh, good. Nice.
No idea where the fuck that D8 went that I dropped on the floor.
Is he still up?
Yes.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
All right. That is gonna be Bryn. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
17!
Yeah, 17 breaks. That's nice.
Fucking
Actually,
hell!
Oh, it's 2 more than what you need, but yeah, you're good. So that is the end of your turn.
You suddenly wake up with
Yay!
everything up here. Everyone's gone.
I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
What
Well,
the
you
fuck is
saw
going
that,
on here?
but you
Bitch!
couldn't do anything. Kronos,
Gotta stop. You gotta
Yes.
stop praising up in combat, mighty warrior.
I need you
Yes.
Fuck off.
Kidding.
to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Dick.
Okay.
Big bitch.
Wisdom plus 2.
Actually, 2 of them. Sorry.
Oh, you're fucked.
First one is a 17, 15 plus 2. Second one is that is a 16 plus 2, so 18.
Okay, so you've seen this spell used before, this effect used before, and you can actually feel them trying to pierce your mind,
Uh-huh.
and you think they're trying to dominate you. But it didn't work.
Good luck
You,
with that.
You made your
Gross.
saves.
One of them pulls out a ball gag.
And I cram it right down his fucking throat.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
that's
can
how
you
I
s-
would expect that to go.
That one
what did-
can't. That one actually can't, or he can move.
Run away.
That one,
Run right into my minotaurs, please.
he is gonna try. But the cool thing about this is they have a bonus action ability. He is going to teleport to the elevator door. He used his action, so as part of his movement, he's going to interact with an object, get in there, and start it. So it's going, but he's basically stuck in there. And then he's going to basically the other one is going to do the same. He's like boop boop. They're both dipping out.
Can I hack the elevator to lock them in?
On your turn, you can.
Nice.
Samina, they get in and shut the door, so they're going up. On their next turn, they can move on that floor, so they're not going to shoot them. Samina will walk up and point blank or attempt to point blank that one, but she won't shoot right there. She'll shoot when she's 10 feet away. But 19, 10, and 7, so the 19 is going to do it. She basically walks up, gets just behind, and boom, that guy drops, and she kind of looks at the orcs after that and holds the gun up in the air, and the other barbarian, the Goliath paratroopers behind her, basically hold their plasma rifles up with their hands, just like friendly. And they say it in a couple languages. They say it in giant, orcish, or no, giant, Dwemer, and common. And Dwemer is dwarvish, essentially.
Please do not shoot us.
And then prisoners go. Okay, so it's still technically
that one
initiative.
poor peon that's left behind.
Right,
He's
the
dead.
Minotaur.
You about to get your head smashed in, dude.
She shot him. He's dead.
Oh, he's dead? Oh, okay.
So that persuasion check lasted for the round and for the moment. Now that there's no enemies to be seen, we start with this. So one of the orcs, the ones that are red, that is actually next to you, Kronos, turns back to the his, and I need to make checks actually real quick. Ooh, 19 on the die. I think they got a negative though, but that still beats it. Okay. The orcs, the blood orcs, have unstunned down there, or at least most of them. There's still a couple of them. We can leave a couple of them stunned. And then he says, the one that's next to you, he's like, starts screaming in Orcish something, and Bach is basically coming up, and Bach is translating for you. And what he's shouting is basically, like, "We are Red Crown. We'll be taking orders from no one. These people may have freed us, true, but they are led by a Lota tinkerer, a babe who plays with toys." And he's basically pointing out at the orc who came with you and you get from their perspective, they're assuming the orc is in control with your passive overcharge. Right? And then Bach kind of puts his hands up and says something in Orcish, and then he's like, but what he's saying is like, "Oh no, please, I would say I'm no leader." And then another orc that's actually one of the blue orcs chimes up in Orcish and says something, and then Bach translates to you. He basically laughed at him, and he says, "You're not even in charge. What kind of orc are you?" And you get the sense with your insight and the way they're talking, and with the translation he's giving you and the way he's speaking,
that they're mean.
They're kind of assholes, and that they are going to be kind of hard to control. So just one persuasion check isn't going to be enough to keep them persuaded.
All right.
Also, so that's what they do for their turn, and I think
I will tell them all. I will make an address to everyone that they are free to go their own way after we eliminate the enemies on this ship. I don't care what they do with their lives. They are free to do what they will, but I request that they help us take the enemies out on this ship first.
Okay. So on your turn, you can make another persuasion check to try and get control of them. Dis, it's your turn.
Look.
Have these guys acted at all?
Which guys?
Pilots.
Oh, they seem to be working at they didn't hear you come in and assassinate those guys, so they are actually still working at their consoles. And if you can see what they're doing, they're basically sending transmissions. Yeah, they're basically sending transmissions to someone.
Find out what the ETA is on the backup.
Fine. I'll stop my assassinate. I'll read over his shoulder.
No. Assassinate them first, then find out.
I imagine you put your hand on the shoulder, lean in, like, "What you working on?" And then
hey, buddy,
what you doing
what
here?
you got there?
What you doing, buddy?
Might I suggest that you instead check the communication system, Mr. Root Level?
Yeah.
You get the sense this the way you're able to walk amongst these and sneak and you get the sense that these elves have been relying on whatever this sixth sense is that they have to sense people, that they're actually easy to sneak up on for you because they can't sense your brainwaves. And you get the sense that that's why that eye was so important. Is like you basically are essentially immune to their advantage. They turned it into your own advantage. So you're like the best assassin in this universe. Let's see.
The only assassin in this universe. So I'll kill one with a 17, and the other one I'm going to grab hold of, have my karambit at his throat, and just ask him how long till backup gets here.
Okay, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Oh, gladly. My highest skill.
And it's disadvantage unless... Actually, give me a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Oh. 21.
21 on the wisdom saving throw. Okay, you don't have disadvantage on that intimidation.
Okay, so 13 plus 15 is 28.
28. So this is how this actually works. You're not talking because you know that they're mind controlled by something else. You're basically in the same way you sort of use the neural network to invade the systems of an elven technology. You kind of invade the mind and push past the influence holding it and reach to the elf for a moment, essentially intimidating the elf's body and breaking the hive mind, and it begins to tell you. And it's like just under a minute until the front and rear guard meet up with us. No ETA on further backup at this moment. It's basically saying it through like very or not even saying it to you. You can just get the empathic message in your head. Sorry.
Do I get
So
any
less
sense
than a minute
of,
before there
Yes.
are other ships reinforcing out there.
Do I get any sense of how many?
Actually, you would. If you go back to the map that is the spaced map and turn on the folder, make the folder visible that is called backup, you can see how many there are. I believe it's 2 gunships and 6 starfighters, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
That
I
feels like
think
a lot.
you're right.
FTL drop, sorry. Yeah, FTL drop.
There it is.
Yeah, 6 starfighters and 2 gunships, which is a good amount of firepower.
Yeah. Especially with how much damage we took, or I took.
You took.
coming in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you have under 10 rounds working in initiative to try and get whoever you can out onto Kronos' ship, onto maybe jump this ship out of here, whatever your plan of escape is, or fight. That's up to you guys.
Can I make a stupid suggestion, guys? Oh, I'm putting this guy out of his misery. Why don't... 2 of our ships are attached to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
The spider can get the fuck out of here, too, with us.
I mean, I can
These can
hold all
follow
the
us.
prisoners on my ship and then dock with the Death Spider, and then we can fucking get the fuck out
But
of here.
we don't have time to move everyone from this ship to another ship.
So
Less than a minute.
if you don't care about this ship, just so you are aware of the things with you, you do know that the Death Spider has a proboscis tube that basically is a like breaching tube that could breach into the ship, and you guys could basically use that to board the Death Spider, or the people to board the Death Spider while you guys make it back to your ship. That is an option.
Let's just take the ship to the rebel base.
That too. You would be
It's
taking
got a Yamato
Scions.
cannon.
Yeah, so you'd be taking... Well, it doesn't anymore. It did have a Yamato cannon until you threw a torpedo into it. But
We can rebuild it. We have the technology.
you can work the ship because you are a pilot. You won't have... or you'll have disadvantage because you're not necessarily most familiar with Orcish ships. You've been trained on Elven ships. But you can attempt to do it. And
I mean,
you
we
do
can
have...
get Bach up there and have him pilot.
And you do have 2 Scions in the elevator on the top floor now.
Have you
the
locked
only
them in?
people left.
Not yet.
No,
it's
it's
not
not
my
your turn yet.
Not yet. Yeah, after your turn, the Bach can do that. Or, damn it, Kronos can do that.
I'm going
Croc
to
and
use...
Bronos.
Bronos.
I like that so much.
It's like the college frat boy version of
Yeah.
Bronos. Bronos.
Sup?
Oh, I'm gonna do a keg stand, brah.
Oh, remember the message I
Bronos!
sent you? Remember the message I sent you? That'd be the guy you ran into.
Oh shit.
My shadow and I are going to move to right here. So the rest of this conversation is going to go like this. We need to eliminate the Scions and jump the fuck out of here. Rebel base.
Samina basically she passes on the info, basically telling her gunship to get out of here, meet us back at the rebel base. Same thing with the elven captain, the female elven captain of the Death Spider. The information is relayed. And then it is Kronos' turn if this is done, which I think you did.
Lock
a
those
bunch of stuff,
fuckers
so.
into the elevator.
All right, with root access, that's I believe just your check alone with a nat
To
1.
use computer?
Yeah, your use computer skills a what?
Plus 11.
Yeah. Okay. And you're just locking the elevators down, so you can just do that if you want.
That is 19 plus 11, so 30.
Okay. Yeah.
Stay in the fucking elevator.
So they're definitely locked in there. At least as best you could tell, they don't necessarily have. They can
Can I
teleport.
also vent the atmosphere from the elevator?
You could, but they have personal shields much like you do, and it would be an hour before there would be any effect on their air supply. So,
All right. If I open the door, does somebody want to toss a thermite grenade in there?
I'm fresh out, if you recall.
Oh, right. Fuck.
However, it doesn't have to be thermite.
Well, I mean, somebody want to toss a grenade in there? We'll just seal that elevator off.
I think you guys have a nerve gas that's actually made to go penetrate shields.
Ooh.
Did you guys get like one of the gas grenades? I can't remember which grenades you guys bought.
Inventory.
One of all of
Anti-magic,
them.
cryogen, disintegration, flash and bang, fragmentation, gravity slammers, incendiary thermite, ionized chaff, and sonic screamer.
Oh nope, you did not get nerve gas. Okay, you got everything but nerve gas.
Of course we did. Damn it.
We bought 10 of all the commons, and
Yeah, some of the illegals. Yeah.
yeah.
couldn't
Basically,
remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of illegals on here.
Yeah.
all right, then...
You guys found some too.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
have
at least
a
they're
plan.
locked in there for right now.
I have
And you guys-
I have a plan.
It's Kronos, it's your turn. The orcs are kind of going into a frenzy around you. They haven't done much except chant because it hasn't been their turn yet. But
All right. I will go ahead and again, I will beseech them to work with us until we can get to safety.
so that's the word you choose is work together and basically work with us. Or
We need to work together until we can get to safety, and then everyone is free to go
They're
their
orcs.
own path.
They want
but
to
I
fight.
beseech you upon your honor to help us until
Okay,
we
give me
are
a-
safe.
Give me a persuasion check. Unfortunately, you don't have advantage because you're not an orc and Bach isn't a warrior and not in
Right.
charge. There's a lot of things going against you, but you don't have disadvantage because of the words you've chosen.
22. 15 plus 7.
Okay, I'm going to make a check because you're basically fighting someone, a very strong, charismatic personality right now. So, you got a
makes sense.
27, you said?
27, yeah, 15.
Okay.
No, 15 plus 7, so 22.
22, okay.
Yeah.
So, this person isn't charismatic, but they've got some leadership stuff. 16, okay. So that's going to be a 26. So, your first attempt doesn't seem to necessarily get through to all of them. It seems like maybe you're reaching through with a 22 to the whatever the
The blue tribe?
tribe is. You don't necessarily know their names. But actually, you've known Bach for a while, and he would have told you his tribe. And judging by the same tattoos and stuff that he has, or he doesn't have a whole lot of them, but they're actually the brothers of bone. So Theo,
Okay.
Bob.
Bob. Yeah, but the red caps basically, or the red crown, are still kind of doing their own thing, and it seems like they might even be talking the Minotaur onto their side. Yeah, it was a 26, and then that was contested with yours, so they don't do anything, or it doesn't win favor, it just doesn't go your way. So anything else you want to do on your turn, because that was just essentially a bonus action.
So
Or no,
you said that Dis is piloting with disadvantage?
Yes, unless you could help, and you do have the scions locked in your elevator,
This is
but you
going to
haven't.
take care of the scions. This is.
Oh, you're going to
guideline
take care of the scions?
Yes. I don't want
Okay.
them fucking around while we're. And then I was going to come down and help you with my.
Well,
plus
what
15
I'm thinking is
intimidation.
thinking about dropping off Bach up at the cockpit to pilot
Yeah.
the ship since he's an orc.
Yep, he can, and then Dis can aid and give Bach advantage.
All right, that sounds like a plan to me. What do you think, Des?
Whenever that happens, but yeah.
I think
Um,
that sounds good, but I think you need a warrior to rouse the crowd here. So either my intimidation or Bryn's badassery.
And offer of tattoo.
well, I mean, would I
An
be able
offer
to
of
give
fight.
Bach advantage
Bardic
on
you could give him
pilot?
Bardic Inspiration, and you could give him advantage if you aided. You could actually do both.
Okay.
Can
well,
I
then-
use animal
then
handling
action.
against
then
the
what
orcs?
I'm thinking, this is what I propose. Since Bach is like right next to me, I grab Bach and then we teleport up to the cockpit, and he starts piloting us the fuck out of here, and I help him.
So you have to be able to take. So hold on, you have to take willing creatures with the teleport, and when you reach out, you can see that he's actually not willing to go anywhere. He seems pretty caught up in what's going on right now, and as you try to take him, he's not willing in that moment. He basically looks at you and is like, "We might have to fight to assert dominance." And you can see he's nervous because he's not necessarily like a fighter, right? He's an engineer. And they
Really?
so someone's going to have to challenge this guy talking, or if you can talk them down. But you
All right.
can
Well,
teleport to
then
the-
instead of that, I will attempt to persuade them again, if I can.
so you already did that on this turn. This is still
Yeah,
your same
so I
turn, so
gotta-
you can't. Yeah, you got to do it
Okay,
next.
so I gotta
turn.
wait till next turn.
Yeah.
All right. So if he's not willing, then I'm not going to burn the spell to try to go ahead and teleport. So I guess what can I do? I mean, do I have to hold the rest of my action to try to convince these guys again?
So you can use your bardic inspiration as your bonus to give that to someone, but you use kind of your free action to try to persuade them. I will say you still have an action if you want to do anything, cast a spell. But you did already try to persuade this round, so you can't use persuasion again. You could deceive, intimidate, but you can't use the same skill double like that on the same turn.
Okay. All right.
Or at least not once you fail.
Okay. So since how about this? I will cast tongues on myself so that
there we go.
they can understand me. And then the next round, I should be able to speak their language and they can hear me. That way, without Bach having to translate. Yes.
Yeah. And I think with tongues, it's a powerful level of comprehend, so you can actually comprehend too. I think it just allows you to talk and everything. Yeah. Okay, dope. So that's good. That's going to give you advantage. So that is very good.
Okay. Then that's what I will do
Yeah.
with my action.
So you'll know how to talk with the right inflection, the right tone, say all the right words. That's why you're getting advantage, basically, because you kind of have like that. With the tongues, basically just gives you that insight to the language.
Because something's always lost in translation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, you won't have advantage on perception, but there is something you'd have advantage on. I didn't mean to say perception.
Not perception on persuasion.
Yeah, but with your insight, you think with an intimidation, because they're orcs, you would have advantage understanding their language. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay.
And then
That works for me.
Bryn, it is your turn after that, actually.
Hot damn. Cool. Can I try to get through to the orcs?
You can. So you go down to the other elevator and go down and pop out behind Kronos and Bach and Sudak, his brother, looking down, and Samina and them, kind of basically making a line of protection in case anything goes wrong with the orcs. But you guys seem to have worked over the Blue Tribe, the Brothers of Bone, on your side. But it's the other prisoners you guys are kind of worried about. You're worried about a brawl breaking out. How would you like to approach this situation? With my axe out. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, I mean, honestly, if I come out and I got a BFG on one side and the axe on the other, and I'm like, the fuck is going on down here?
Extend your wings in a threatening manner.
Yeah. Well, so that would be as I was imploring them to at least help us out and maybe get a little bit more fighting where I'm not gonna have to gooify people.
So these orcs are pretty big. The minotaurs are huge.
Yeah.
but Semina's Goliaths are pretty big. They're actually about the same size as you, so that when they see a female human come in that size, all the orcs kind of like snap to attention for a moment. They all seem to catch it, and they seem to be like damn, like she's a big woman. For a moment, and then you have the axe and the BFG on one shoulder. Do you pop your wings?
Yeah.
Okay, so when that happens, there's another bit of role play for magic stuff. As that's happening, so Gorn, Jotal,
Bob says just dress in blue. They think blue is Lux. Yes, but see, they also think that red makes you go.
Red
fast.
goes fast.
And I have a lot of red.
Yeah. So
I mean,
another
I am blue, so
in
Red makes it go
old,
faster.
an old orc walks up to you as you kind of come down from the red crown orcs, the ones that are being more hostile.
Mm-hmm.
And he says something to you in orcish, but
can I hear it?
yeah, Kronos, you would basically understand he's asking her what maiden she follows, and in translating, basically he's asking like what god, like what is her religion or her faith.
I'll send that over to you.
All right.
And he's an old orc. He walks up. He's old in the face. He's got tons
Right.
of battle scars. Both eyes like cataract over.
Yeah, that's like a.
That's
it's an
an
interesting
orc
question.
shaman right there.
Wouldn't it?
Right.
Would it be Skaggle?
Yeah. So I just kind of nod my head to him and look to either Kronos or Bach to try and translate for him. It's like, will you let him know that my family has been blessed by Skaggold?
I
So
translate.
before you even translate, as soon as the word, the name leaves Bryn's lips, obviously you can see that the two cloud giants in the back look, and when they hear it, but you guys have already kind of gone over this when you first met them, which is why they like you so much, or one of the reasons anyway. And the orcs, or at least the one that bowed, basically puts, or he begins, the one that came up to you begins to bow, and puts his hand on his chest and basically says something in orcish, Korgak, and basically saying my name is Korgak. And then he begins to like, I am one of the remaining shaman of the Red Crown. Jutal is our leader, and he is and he switches language. He's now speaking in Giant. And so
So I now understand him. Yes.
that, and also he looks over to the one that was like leading the Red Crown and speaking up, like basically in opposition to Kronos. He looks over and basically says like, Jutal is our leader, and he's a hothead, but he's loved even by the other tribes. Maybe a show of force would do it easily, but maybe you can persuade him.
I think
he's
we
basically-
can show force.
Yeah, he's basically telling you, if you fight him right now and put him down, that'll definitely prove the point and get it over with right then. But you still can intimidate. It just will take longer. And he's basically trying to tell you that.
He's
can't
trying
really
to
do much.
expedite this.
Yeah, he can't do much because he's old, but he's trying to give you the best advice he can.
So I nod at him and tell him, thank you very much for that piece of information. I have been kind of itching to have a little bit of a fight. So this sounds like fun.
Okay. And only one round has gone past so far since the disc got the information of the thing. So when we go back to Bryn, we will have, 6 seconds, 12. So 6 rounds to evacuate. So your fight will be counted in those rounds. So other people during your fight can do other stuff. But if you want to start that, you can start that right now on your turn, essentially. Because that was just a little bit of movement and talking. So.
Right. So then I just I stow the BFG, and then I take Axie down, and I point at their leader, and I was like, and I just look at him and say, "Want to go a few rounds?"
And he looks at you and smiles, and sort of his eyes, you can see in his eyes, he has a rage in him like you.
Yeah.
And then he basically says like, but I don't have a weapon. And he says it in like kind of broken common.
We can go fists.
And then he basically just like he like nods and starts slamming his fists together and cracking bones in his neck and shit. And all
Let's fucking do this shit, damn it.
So you're actually first. So you can just since you guys are like flexing and starting, you can just initiate and go right at him. You get 2 attacks. The way it works on your sheet is it's just your unarmed strike. So it's your strength +1 or something. So if you look on your sheet, I'm opening your sheet. Right now, so
unarmed strike is it says +9 on it.
Oh, okay. It's so yeah, you'll be +9 to hit, and then the damage will be just whatever it says. You don't roll.
Yeah, it just says 5 bludgeoning.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an attack or an athletics check to try and grapple if you'd like to grapple. It'll give you advantage on your strikes against him, and it only counts as 1 attack when you attempt to grapple.
You know what? Yeah, let's attempt to grapple. Let's see what happens.
Body slam the fucker.
You're raging still with the persistent
DDT.
rage.
Yeah.
So
do I get the
zapping you?
Do I get the +3?
Yes, you do. You also get advantage on strength checks. So he does
Do
too.
this
but
shit.
I just want to make sure you got all your stuff. 2 and a 15. So you'll take the 15, but it's +8. So
23.
yeah. I was just looking to make sure I'm looking at the right character sheet. I was like, fuck.
So my athletics check was a 24. And then does the athletics check have the strength modifier or no?
So if you roll your athletics, it's just that, but you beat him because he got a 23.
Right. Okay.
So you have him grappled. If you get a strike if you'd like to hit, or you could try and pin him and just submit him if you'd like, but you can strike him too. It's up to you. Try and emasculate him or beat him down and do both.
I will hit him first because I feel like if I just straight out emasculate him, he's probably gonna be very pissed.
Okay.
So we'll hit at him. We'll hit at him a little bit because then at least it's not a chick just grabbed him, pinned him, and made him submit. Like that would be bad.
Mount him from behind.
Just do a little Aikido, grab his hand, throw him down, and step on him.
Yes. Yes. All right.
He's not into that, and he is pissed.
I'm gonna roll the digital because I think they're being nicer.
Step on
Oh! I got a nat 20.
Nice. So that's going to
Nice.
double the damage. So the essentially the plus doesn't get doubled, so it's still +4, but it's 6 doubled, so 12 + 4. So what's 16? Okay. Nice. So you basically, the way I see this, and I'm just going to use Aikido just because I know you like Aikido.
Yes.
But I imagine it is you guys kind of go into one of those wrestling stances because you've agreed to this, and you put one hand behind the neck, and you grab the other hand, you grab each other's hand or whatever. As you do that, you sort of push and step back, grabbing the hand that he had put on you, pull it back, and basically the way you turn it is you do all that 16 damage to his joints in his arm as you sort of manipulate, keeping him in the grapple. And then it is
Now
the
I'm gonna
elves'
wrist
turn
lock.
in the elevator. They're going to try something with their power armor suits to get out.
I love Bob. This is hilarious.
Kronos.
All orcs is equal, but some orcs is more equal than others.
You got a 30, right? To lock them? Wasn't it a 30? It was a 30, correct?
I think so.
Okay. So,
Kronos.
they do not get out of the elevator. I'm pretty sure it was a 30. So
It was a 30 to lock him in the elevator, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they don't get out, and then it is Samina's turn. They're just sitting back and watching the show. The Death Spider is actually plotting a course to get out and hanging on just in case you need the backup to escape. Dis, it is your turn. And that is another round that goes by. Making 3 total rounds go by out of 8. Ooh.
Okay, so 30 seconds left.
Yep. Essentially.
I pop in with my bonus action. Do they sense me or do I get surprised?
So it's a small area. I'll actually make you roll stealth against them. And if you beat their... 12 plus, so they got a 23.
29.
Okay, then yeah, they actually don't notice you. They happen to be... You see them both looking down at their power armor pads, and they're trying to hack the door open, and that's what they're focused on. They don't see you.
So So 16.
And we're kind of in and out of initiative in a weird way for them, so this surprise counts.
30 to hit.
That's gonna hit one.
And then that.
Are you okay? Yeah, never mind.
6.
Just for sake of brevity, I'll say that is what that is. Nice. This went better than I thought. I thought this was going to be... I really thought Kronos was just going to open the prisons and everyone was all the prisoners were going to get mind controlled and shot.
Yeah, no, I thought about this a little bit more.
Not a ton, but a little
I
bit
knew
more.
it was a possibility. Okay.
Yeah, gave it a little bit of thought.
You did like a smidgen.
I mean, I was hoping to like lead a Spartacus type revolt against these
The
assholes.
skosh. Yeah, you were like, it's gonna be great, and then the orcs were like, who the fuck
Yeah,
are
no,
you?
fuck
And you
you.
were like, oh, that's right, orcs.
Right.
The Minotaurs and the
cool.
other orcs like you. It's just these fucking hothead red crown gang.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Are
I
either
mean,
one
if
of these
I had
damaged?
done better on my persuasion roll, or maybe
If I
maybe
wasn't
should've just
sat
threatened to
frozen.
space them all from the beginning.
Yeah,
You know,
they
do
respect
an
strength.
intimidation like, you fuckers oppose me, I will space you all.
That would have worked better. 'Cause
Probably.
They saw your approach. They saw your approach as weakness. But anyway,
Yeah.
It makes sense, orcs.
Look, sometimes my just smash it is
Sometimes
a
just
valid
punch it in the face.
solution.
and what was your? Did you get your damage already, Dis?
Yeah, it's either one, whichever one is damaged. If neither of them are damaged, it's 66 points.
So one of them looks a little bit more battle damaged. One of them doesn't have much damage. One looks pretty clean. Which one would you like to hit with that?
The damaged one.
And that was 60. What?
6.
6. Okay, that's enough. That's over 110. Boom. That one drops. The other one just kind of looks at you, and it's still your turn with another attack.
Hi.
Technically, you have 3 if you use your. You use your action to teleport.
Sai kills one, looks at the other, and he goes,
I
You know what?
got
I
a
need
few
to do
stabs
this.
with your name on it.
I need to do this quickly. So I am going to.
Sai, it's like that dude from Peripheral when he like was going for when they were grappled and
The
all of a
knife,
sudden he'd
yeah.
pull out a knife and he's like, and you're like, oh, that was quick. Why was that so quick?
That's how short stabby motions happen. Quick, visceral.
Deadly.
If I take one step back, one square back, is that going to provoke an attack of opportunity?
One sec. Let me switch back over to the camera. One step back. Yes, it will if you take a step back from him.
Okay, fine. I won't take a step back. This will take a step back.
And so this is your second attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure it was your second attack and not your light weapon. It's your bonus 2-weapon attack, or whatever. That can't be the bow. But this can.
And then my bow.
Yep.
And if it hits, I'll use 5 charges. It hit.
So 68, I think, or whatever.
It's. Hold on.
I think 1d8 plus the 5 that you used, the charges you used, I think. And it's all necrotic damage.
Fuck. 1d8 plus. Yeah,
charges,
5d8.
yeah.
So 68.
So 68.
plus-
Oh, yeah, because it turns into the
10.
BFG damage, basically. Oh.
Oh, BFG. I need like
So 44.
the big.
44. Still up, and you still have your second. Oh, no, you use your bonus action. Fuck, I keep thinking that.
Yep.
Sorry. So 56 damage. It's bloodied. Technically it's bloodied. So it's over half, but still up.
That's all I can do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have
Then-
24 seconds to get back to the cockpit, plot a course, and get us out of here.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot.
this
Oh, my
is gonna
bad.
work out great.
So it's
It'll be fine.
Kronos. Kronos, it's your turn. When I go to Bryn's turn, though, I'll still have to do the prisoner's turn. I accidentally skipped him, so I'll go to see if he can break the grapple, or he might just attack. We'll see, and then it'll be Bryn's turn after you, Kronos. Cool.
All right. I look to Bach and I ask him if he will help me get this ship out of here.
He nods, seeing that the issue is being taken care of and that he doesn't have to be the one to fight. He has taken his chance to leave. Yes, he's now willing.
All right.
He's
So
like,
I will.
oh, Bryn's got this, thank goodness.
I will straight up teleport me and Bach to the cockpit of the ship, and I will have him plot a course to get us the fuck out of here.
Good shit. Bryn, it's your turn, but first he's going to go because I skipped him, and we're going to see if he can break the grapple. So give me an athletics check with advantage. And he... I don't think he's breaking with his first attempt.
Ow. 26.
Yeah, okay, so he got a 7 on the die for his high, which is a total of a 15, so no. He tries to move a certain way, but you can tell with your experience the way he's moving. Yeah, the way he's moving is not the right way. And you sort of let him go. You even are a little nice and release some of the tension because you don't want him to hurt himself too bad.
Right.
And he tries to break out, can't get out, so instead, in the anger, he turns... like continuing the momentum, making it look like he wasn't trying to get out, trying to save a little bit of that honor, and it hits you. But he doesn't have disadvantage. That was not grapple. That's restraint. So he's going to try and hit you with his second attack, which is an 8 plus 9. So does a 17 hit you?
Armor class 20.
Yep. So I didn't think so. So he basically connects, and as he's going up, you basically see him swinging. So you turn your power armor head armor on real quick. You just like pop it open and he hits you, bam, and smashes his hand. He's like, ah, and then you just close it again, smile, and then it's your turn.
I love this. I'm such a dick. Okay, so
I cheer from inside the elevator.
You hear a muffled, "Go get him, babe."
I'm proud of you.
all right. So I'm gonna.
Grab his dick and twist.
No, I'm not gonna do that. That is wrong.
Yeah, fuck him. Rip his nuts off.
Oh my gosh! Shut up. All right, I'm gonna.
Dick. I just saw that.
I'm gonna try to take him down to the ground to pin him.
Nice. Okay, so opposed athletics again. Ooh.
24.
Okay. So with his nat 20, that makes it a 28. So he actually, you don't pin him, but you still have another attempt with your second attack if you would like to, or you can hit him. Your choice. Keep struggling for the pin, or just.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pin him one more time.
Okay. Ooh, 19 on the die this time. It was a plus 8, so 27.
Yeah, he definitely is not getting.
So you try to pin him, but you don't. He doesn't break the grapple. And then it's L's turn. So Dis. Here comes the fun part. You're gonna have disadvantage on this just by the nature, or you know what? No, because of your shadow ability and stuff. I'll say you could still manage to time your jump right and get a dexterity save on this with your evasion and shit or whatever. So you won't have disadvantage on this. But I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. As you see the Scion look down at the power armor, go for the compartment you know holds things in the leg and pulls out essentially what is like a thermal detonator. And what is it? Inventory.
25.
25. Okay, so you will not take damage from this, I believe, if I can.
Anything that allows a dex saving throw
to
have the damage. If I
So
make the dex saving throw, I take that.
Yeah, it's not a dex save. That's what I was checking. This is a grenade that you've seen that I don't think you've used yet. It's a Constitution save. You still make it. So you still take half damage. But the ship, which has a threshold of 40, takes 44 damage, and it's force damage, which is disintegration damage. It's a very special kind of damage. It eats away at material. So Dis, you have a shield, so you're lucky, but the walling of that elevator goes. With the amount of weapon fire and damage done to this ship and that breaking the threshold. So you are essentially vented into space, and you move 200 feet away from... with you making the save... Oh yeah, hold on. this disintegration grenade, that elevator is disintegrated. There's nothing to mag onto before you're in a void of space, and the ship is moving, like drifting. So, your
200
turn.
feet?
Yep, 200 feet off the ship, or out of the ship. The Scion is with you. Or no, the Scion actually
dead?
took that. Yeah, the Scion took 44. That's enough to kill him. That's 110.
Cool.
Or is it? Hold on. 50 plus 44. That's 100. So he's actually still alive in space with his power suit, like disintegrating away, and his shield trying to keep his air alive. He's struggling though. And then
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
that's the elves, and I can cross them off finally. Samina sees that happen because you guys are all in the feeds of the cameras, and I'm sure you all see that happen. And she's going to go to that door and basically wait for any sort of order to open it, but she's not going to open it at that moment because she doesn't want to depressurize the ship. But she's ready at that door to be, and there's 3 of them if anything need be, and they still technically have their harpoon guns attached to their backs, so they could maybe attempt to use those in some way, shape, or form. Death spiders out there as well.
Now, Samina sent her ship to rendezvous back at the base
To
right?
get ready to, yeah. So they're all gonna wait for you to the last minute they can, and then the prisoners go. So
Are Kronos and Bach at the controls at this point?
yes, they are actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
I teleported us up there. And I also want to use my bonus action from that round to give Bach a bardic inspiration for piloting.
Okay, heard. So prisoner, gonna try and break the grapple. I need you to roll me athletics with advantage. Oh my god, 18. So I got a 20, a 19, and now an 18, which becomes a 26. Bryn?
Athletics with
Oh,
advantage.
sorry.
Athletics with advantage? Yeah, you're good. You got to beat a 26.
I do not.
Okay, so he breaks the grapple, and now there is no grapple, so he's going to try and use his second attack to hit you, which is it's a 14 on the die, which becomes a 22. So he hits and he deals 4 damage to you, but you're raging, so that becomes 2.
Woof!
Just like his 16 became 8.
It's a tickle.
Yeah. But you can
tickled.
tell, oh yeah, I hit way harder than this guy. And then that's his 2 attacks. So then it goes to Dis. Why do all the bad things happen to me?
I'll be standing there.
Okay, that's what I figured. You're like,
I'm tired of falling off ships.
as the Scion drifts away from you, you like look and wave, and then like look at the camera feed on your arm or well, technically just in your neural network or whatever, and then just like bamf back onto the ship as he's just drifting away in space.
Right before I do that, I'm going to use the attack action of my turn.
Okay, use your bow and just. Pew, pew.
No, my magic missiles, since I've never cast them.
You have once actually. I thought.
What? No.
I think that you did once.
Yeah, and you said it wasn't worth it. I'm never using those again. I remember, but I was like, you're not using them right. But whatever, it's fine.
I'm not using
No,
them
it's just because that's just because you suck
not
at using
using them
them.
right.
That's all.
But yeah, are you just gonna empty all the charges on it?
Sure.
Because they auto hit. It's magic missile, so it's 9. So that's 3 plus 7 or 3 plus 8. So 11, I think, missiles or something along those lines. So that's at least 11 damage, which is over the 10 he has left. So yeah, he just pelts him with magic missiles and he just turns into a little like mist of pieces and parts and effluence, drifting further and further away from the ship.
As 40. They do 40
okay.
damage.
So yeah, you're sitting there waving at him as around you all these little pinpricks of light form into existence and just and turn him into mist, and then you just appear back on the ship. Like, woo, that's close.
You're doing awesome, babe. Kronos, get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah, well, Bach and I are trying.
Must go faster. Must go
Must
faster.
go
Must go faster.
Kronos,
Much
give
faster.
me. Oh no, you're giving Bach advantage.
Yep, and he also has a bardic inspiration.
D6 or 8 right now?
D8. Yep.
D8.
D8.
Okay, thank you. He's going to
D20.
need it. He's got, because he's not a pilot at trade, but he does know how to fly orc ships. So this is going to help. So that's a 14 plus 7, so 21. Nice. Okay. So the ship dialed in. You guys have plenty of turns left in terms of getting out of here. So you're going to get out of here fine. But now that that's all taken care of, let's go to the thing that really matters. Bryn.
I knew it.
It's your turn.
I'm
And
sucker
there's
punching this bastard.
Yeah, there's no longer a grapple. He broke it, hit you, and now you guys are just right up in each other's like boxing.
I mean, you could follow
boxing,
Bob's advice.
pocket.
I'm not gonna twist his dude.
I mean,
No, I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna punch him right
In
in
the
the
jumblies.
kidneys with a 28.
Oh yeah, so that's 7 reduced to we'll just say 4, round up, which gives him 12. All right, that's 1. You get him in the kidney. Boom, and he takes it, and he looks like the will has not been beaten out of him quite yet.
All right. Well, the next one, I get a 20
A 20.
To hit.
All right, to hit, that hits.
to hit. Yes. All right. So then I wanna give him a haymaker.
All right, I'm gonna make him make a Constitution because this is the 3rd hit and 2 in one turn.
Is it bad form to cast a spell on Brim?
It would be if you went down there and cast it on her because you'd have to be down there to cast it. They would not act kindly to that.
We're not doing
this
that.
is an honor fight. Don't
I'm
Leave it
standing
interfere.
there
alone.
watching the fight.
Leave it alone.
Don't interfere.
Why don't you pilot?
Listen. I am inspiring
let
the
me
fuck out
fight?
of Box
I'm
to
a
get us the fuck out of here. All right.
Fucking barbarian! Can you let me barbarian, please?
I was just gonna make you 14 feet tall.
No, you were not.
And you hit with your second one, so that was another 4. Sorry, I don't think I added this. It's
Rogue missing the fight, missing the point of an honor fight.
making
Right.
a 19 on his die. Okay, so his will
Oh,
is
good.
broken by that. You're gonna have to do a little more damage.
I
But
heard
it
you
goes back
mumbling, Rogue.
to his turn. He's actually going to try and run at you, pick you up, and like football run with you. So I need you advantage athletics check.
Oh, that's
Oh,
adorable.
he only got a 13 this time, so he's not rolling as high as he was. With
I got a
8.
27.
So, okay, even with his plus 8, you beat him. So he goes to try and basically double leg you, pick you up, and run with you. But as he does that, he just runs right into basically a Darce position.
DDT, DDT.
As you stuff his takedown, essentially. And then he's going to attempt to, since that didn't work, just grapple you right there and basically attempt to get ready to pull you down. I need you one more.
Athletic.
He's basically going for a pin, yeah. And that's going to be a 22 total.
Oh, I got a 21.
Oh, okay. So he sort of grabs the legs, moves up.
Wait,
to the
is
side.
it? It's not with advantage.
It is with advantage.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try again then.
Okay, good.
Nope, I did not do better. I am getting my ass pinned.
No, so you're not pinned because he has to initiate the grapple first. So he had
Right.
what was a double leg, and you kind of like stuffed it a little bit. But then he like moves your arm position you used to stuff it, and he kind of gets behind you, like almost like a back position grapple on you. He's kind of
Okay.
almost like in a not quite a full Nelson or a headlock, but almost. But you are grappled, and that's
Okay.
his turn. So it's your turn if you want to try and break the grapple, or you can just attack him from here and start laying on damage, like elbow him, whatever. Your attacks, since he's grappled, you can just hit him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna throw an elbow.
All right,
See if I
so
can
give
get
me
him to let
an
go.
attack. Let's see what you get.
23.
23. Okay. So he takes that. You hear a bone crack when you do that, but he's not giving up. He's not giving up. You feel him holding on, but you can feel the vitality. He's like shaking, and you're like right there. You know, one more little love tap, and you've got this.
All right.
Sweep the leg.
Well, I'm just gonna throw another elbow.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever
Sweep the
hit
leg.
someone and you feel their body like give
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, your legs went with that one. Ooh, I'm gonna keep the pressure on.
Finish
I
him.
got a 27.
So yeah, so you go however you want to say sorry in your own way, I imagine. I'm just kidding, but you're basically just like, oh, this is gonna hurt. Boom, same spot. And you break the rib as to where it may have just been bruised before, and that happens, and you see he's not like knocked out or unconscious, but the air leaves.
I mean, it's kind of hard to fight when you can't fucking breathe.
And you can tell that he's trying to hold honor by holding the grapple. But at this point, it would be no effort for you to just get out of it and move him and pat him on the shoulder. But he's essentially stunned. You basically monk stunning fisted him, but with a lot of attacks, not just one. It took a lot.
You fisted him.
Yeah,
Yes,
it took quite a few.
Yes.
Of course, that's what you take away from that last.
Size 5.
Punch him in the sciatic.
I'm gonna move out of his grapple, and then just put a hand on his shoulder and be like, I feel like it was a good fight.
We're done here.
It was like I really don't want to break anything else.
How do you say that in common, in giant, in?
I'm gonna say it in giant, so the elder that gave me the advice understands.
Yeah, okay.
It's like I really do not want to break anything else.
So he laughs at that and says what you said in Orcish, and all of the orcs start laughing. And as Bryn lets Jutal, leader of the Red Crown, know that he's not as tough as he thinks he is, the Orcish transport hits FTL before reinforcement drops, and you guys are headed back to the reinforcement. You guys had 4 rounds left of fighting if you needed to, or no, sorry, 3 after that.
Oh, okay, so we had a little bit of time, but not much.
18 seconds, guys.
Action economy.
Look at some person. Some person goes, "Firemen carry him out of the ship. His honor plummets."
Right.
No.
I don't know. I think that went about as well as it could.
I
We
think
had
probably
breach. We had some stunning, some damage dealt to a good amount of damage dealt to Dis in a Leroy Jenkins moment, but Dis also got the upper hand of that moment quickly with the 9th level spell. There's some good stuff going around.
Yeah. I do also find it hilarious that the one time he damages me, I take 2.
2 points.
He's like,
popped you on the nose.
I'm like, okay,
Right.
we're doing that? Okay.
Okay.
You smeared my makeup.
In his defense, it should have been 3 because I didn't round up, but still.
But still, that's a bloody
Officer
nose.
and a gentleman him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Woodrow? I am going to take that one other point of damage. Because this was an honor fight.
Okay. It's on your honor.
There you go.
All right, so yeah, but no, you guys got through everything. Only I think 2 or 3 of the slaves died, which is amazing.
Yes, we did the best we could.
I think that's like legendary accomplishment right there.
That was
By the way,
was honestly that was my biggest concern about opening the doors.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to for us to have like this situation under control.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
I didn't know how far, how much you guys thought about it. So I was kind of like, I was ready for the most chaos that could possibly happen.
No, I may be chaotic neutral, but try to control the chaos as much as possible.
Next session is going to be cool because the orcs are going to go off on their training with Samina and the rebels for their assault training, and then
Nice.
If depending on who you can get to help you and who you can parlay with, because the people might dip or whatever. But assuming you have some of them left, you'll have some troops to train for about 4 to 5 days before you guys assault Tyr. That's when the rebel forces will all be ready to go and available. You guys, the next session will actually get to plan the assault on Tyr and pick what NPCs go with which commander, because there's going to be Samina, Stellar, your party, and Tarn. So those are like the leaders, and you guys can basically make your squads and send your squads after the missions. And because there's 5 gun towers that need to be taken down. There's 2 generators, because not only is there a shield generator, but there is a forbiddance generator, so like an anti-magic, anti-teleportation, no planar travel with no teleportation in the facility. So 2 generators
that needs to be taken out first and foremost.
5 gun towers are like railgun gun towers. There's all kinds of turrets. And there's a whole plan, a battle plan that we get to unveil, and you guys get to be part of and help plan with the rebels. So I'm really excited for next session.
Nice.
Mostly roleplay probably, but I got a little
I mean,
surprise to
I'm
throw at
okay
you
with
if
that.
there's no fighting. So
By the way,
I promise.
this is the
D&D's not all about rolling dice.
that's the
After-
what you're in. Sorry.
puddle of urine after Bryn kidney punched him.
Okay,
It's a little
nice.
bloody. That's why the color is turned.
Oh,
And he doesn't
bad.
drink enough water too. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
why
he's
it's
been on the spaceship, so.
Yeah.
All right, that was awesome.
Good job, guys. Good fucking
Yay!
We didn't totally foobar that entire encounter.
I gotta just fight just for funsies. That
Well,
was awesome.
job. For honor, and it was cool.
For honor.
yep.
I tried my best.
We
when
got to
I
use a bit
rewrote.
of strategery, which was good.
Some role play with
Yeah.
the skills, some engineering, some hacking, some starship stuff, some some boarding.
I think
Yeah, a little bit
honestly,
of
this
everything.
this encounter, I think we got to use like all the cool shit that you've kind of put together for this world
Yeah.
that we're hanging out in, man. Like I think,
was fun.
It's been
This
it's been a
session
cool
kind of
encounter to build. I've been
encompasses, like,
waiting.
yeah,
It did. It was all the starship rules. There's so
Yeah.
much fucking stuff, but it works with the 5e system and like
Really
the
does,
exploration stuff that I have planned. It'll be really, really, really awesome for like all of that hex crawling I have planned in the future.
yeah,
so,
yeah, man.
yeah. It's gonna be dope. I'm
Now,
excited.
can I nest my
Sweet.
second ship on this ship? That is-
Right? And now we've got enough. We just keep collecting.
Russian
shit.
nesting dolls of
We've
ships.
got a
You can do
fucking
that.
fleet.
Can I fit my middle
Colossal.
ship into this ship?
Gargantuan,
here.
and then huge. So now you just need a large ship like a shuttle in your attached to your starfighter.
We'll
And then-
have all the sizes.
No, so
An
one
escape
thing I
pod.
did want to mention before I forget is God damn, I'm mixing up names again. Kronos' ship, the van, is small enough to be superimposed in the shuttle portion of your gunship. You have like a shuttle and or multiple escape pod thing. I figured you'd want like a little shuttle, but if like in the back, you can either have a bunch of escape pods or like a little shuttle bay. If you want, Kronos' ship can be installed in there. So
This?
that basically down in there.
Oh, cool.
So your ship can be connected to this one, and then your starship can be on your amulets. That way, all your ships can be together, and you have an escape vehicle with a lot of room. You know, you're not
Right.
limited to a shuttle.
Infinite
And we
cargo
can
space.
fit the allies that we're definitely taking with us, like party wise, like all of
Mhm.
Bryn's pets and stuff.
Yeah. Party wise, yeah, you're good. Yeah.
I mean, we put my ship in the cargo area back there. It's like a Russian doll type thing going on. So yeah.
Well, it's technically not the cargo area because there's
Well, whatever the loading
yeah.
area.
It's the shuttle. It's where the shuttle is
Shuttle
housed.
area,
You'd be
that's what you said,
removing
yeah.
the shuttle to replace yours. So it takes some doing, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
First, we need to fix up your ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
We need to fix this ship so that it can go on the mission with us because it was it has a lot of firepower.
It's kind of a tank.
Wow.
Yeah, having a ship like this when you see what the battle plans are and you see what the troops of the rebels what they actually have at hand right now, because Tarn basically told you we have ships and fighters, but you never really got a straight answer on how much. He said we have troops,
Right.
so you'll actually get to learn what is left. So that'll be fun.
Never found out what they were either. So yeah.
Mhm.
They're squirrels.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? We need to
Space
bring
squirrels.
the huge hamsters with us.
Yes.
To assault the fucking
Yeah.
the police
Whisper
station,
especially.
basically the Empire's police station.
All
Fuck yeah.
You ready, babe?
Mm-hmm.
I need to get ready. Yeah.
Noise.
Smooth.
Right?
That was so much fun. I
That was
tried
really
to
fun.
think of what I could do that would be most fight effective, but that no one could possibly expect. And that was, let's stick this right in the dead center of the fucking fight, Leroy Jenkins style.
Yeah, no, that could have been
Jenkins.
really bad if you didn't have shield.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you didn't have shield, you'd have died right there.
Yeah.
hmm I was really worried when you're
I'm
like, I
glad.
teleport
Listen,
right
I'm
here. I
glad
was
shit
like,
worked
fuck.
out for you. It was never enough to save my ass when I had it.
Well, because
but-
you were using it against things that had like plus 17 to hit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And it was also earlier, when I didn't
Yeah.
have as high an AC. So I imagine it would probably work better now.
I wish you
Well,
could
yeah.
upcast it.
No, that would
Yeah,
be
you
very
can't.
terrible. That would be,
It's kind of why I
that'd be
like the
stupid
armor
broken.
of Agathis, because I can upcast that shit.
That also doesn't
Well, I
plus
mean-
your AC. It gives you temporary hit points, so it's different.
Yeah.
Balance.
If I could cast it at 3rd level, give me a +7 AC. That'd be awesome.
No.
All right.
Um.
No, it wouldn't. Everyone now has a +20 to hit.
Oh my gosh.
Stop balancing, Woodrow.
I mean, that just means Woodrow creates creatures that hit with, like, a plus 30.
If you think I'm balancing now, just wait till we fucking hit reality. The real world's gonna sting to people who have lived in a video game their whole life.
Oh,
I don't care, I'm
shit.
bringing magic.
Which means shit's about to get harder.
Well, you ever have to fuel your ship? You ever have to, you know? 'cause
There
so
is
far,
no gas in Star Wars.
There is actually.
There isn't. Not in the
It's
classic.
not gas. It's not gas, but
I mean,
Not for
in the
high- there's
original
thruster
trilogy, there was
fuel.
refueling ships, but they never. It was never a thing. They never ran out of fuel until
Yeah.
the
story
abomination
said
they
so.
call like a sequel trilogy, which I disavow to this very day.
I'm telling you, man, it was all thruster fuel. The hyperdrive just worked.
I want them. I want since Disney's just fucking everything up anyway. I want to see them make a Yu Zhong Vong movie, which is with the. I don't know if anyone knows what that. I think that's how you say it, but it's like this technology hating race from Star Wars from beyond the Outer Rim or whatever.
Yeah, they're the
I
ones
wanna
that have
see-
like the organic things that can fight
Yeah.
with lightsabers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have like this weird organic technology. It takes them fucking forever to get anywhere, but they're a long-lived species, right?
Mhm. And they hate technology. They
Yeah.
like fucking hate the
They
Jedi
despise
and
it.
Yeah.
Like they grow their ships and stuff. Yeah, a buddy of mine who was really into the EU was telling me about those.
They're cool.
So
I
they're the
thought it was pretty
shadows.
cool.
Got it.
Yeah, essentially, it's pretty cool. I liked it. I also like the Bane books. That's some pretty cool EU stuff too. Bane is dope. Cool.
But we
Anyway.
didn't have anything to pull from. We didn't know what we were doing.
We all know that's bullshit. Ugh.
Shay, awesome job.
Yeah, seriously,
Hey,
good job
thanks.
with the restoring honor for Bach
No.
because he he was not the person to pick for that fight. That's for sure.
No.
He would've
I
gotten
figured if there was anybody, if Shay wasn't going to fight, I thought I might have to fight.
I
And
was totally
probably
down.
would've
I was just
decapitated the dude.
my ass was
Like, I would've literally
frozen
just mugged him if
BFG
I
between
could.
my legs.
Yeah. Well, I imagine that the barbarian would get to handle the barbarian politics, when it comes up.
Man, it works for me. Means
I
we still
just-
got
I
another
really-
fighter in the mix.
I really like that y'all are down there and like Cronus is like diplomacy. Surely diplomacy will get through to them, and
should've
then
just
I
fucking
finally,
threatened him. Should've
I
known
finally
better.
stopped being like fucking stunned. I can walk down I'm like, the fuck is going on down here?
I'm pissed.
Like,
I'm
all
gonna
right,
punch
let's do this
something."
shit. I've been frozen with my BFG between my legs for like 3 turns. It's ridiculous and embarrassing.
He disses like clipping that footage from the fucking the camera.
He's like,
Oh, yeah.
just went up and like took a couple pictures and then disappeared again. I'm like, you bitch.
I was recording it. I had like 12 angles between the cameras.
Making a video clip with like you dancing for the ants that one time.
You know those like
and-
TikTok videos where like it like zooms in on you and then out it's like usually a car with like Japanese like EDM or some shit and it's like that but it's just Bryn frozen with the BFG.
Solid.
See, so we both look. I had to restore my own honor because that was humiliating. So I had
Yeah.
to restore my own honor, and then we had an orc down there with his, swinging his
That
dick
is a
around,
problem.
hoping it was bigger than it was.
It was
Just
not.
two honor fighting people. It was fine.
You never go wrong with an honor fight.
Right?
I wanted to get into an honor fight. That would have been funny.
You got blown out of an airlock. Kind of.
I mean, I feel like that's.
You were
At least I
in an
could-
elevator as it was transmutated into an airlock.
At least I could teleport this time.
Yeah. I was really hoping you had some of those left because you were like kind of popping them there for a second. I was like, ooh.
I only used
Ooh.
one out of the 4, so the second one got me back.
Oh, I thought you used another one. Maybe not. Okay.
No.
I thought you did, but that's good. That's a very good.
No, just the one to Leroy.
Gotcha.
The rest were
And
the
then-
90 footers.
I didn't know if I was gonna get to do that to anybody. I was like, there's like no way no one's gonna be fucking near the walls or whatever. And then Bryn hit those spots with the BFG. I was like, oh, you did fucking, but you didn't go over the threshold. So I was like, fuck, can't do it now.
See,
And then there was
that's
one
why I
left
was holding my
suicide
action.
mission,
I was
baby.
hoping that like she was gonna hit them with the BFG and it was gonna melt the floor and like get the heads of the guys down below, and then I was gonna like hit the locks and set everybody free. And then
Oh,
I figured
nice.
they'd tear the peons apart. You know, that's what I was hoping. The chain of reaction. So yeah,
I like
that's
that
what I was
other
hoping
people
for.
have plans because I'm like, I'm gonna hit it with my axe. I'm gonna fire the BFG, and it's like, what if this happens? To be like, I don't know. I guess we'll find out if it happens.
Listen, I only got a limited amount of spell slots, and I only do so much damage. I gotta plan this shit out.
Yeah, you gotta use Hex,
use
Spirit
everything to my
Shroud.
advantage.
You have to put so much stuff to get up to that level of damage.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in this system, it seems like that's the almost the detriment of multiclassing, is that it takes you forever to get to those higher levels.
It does.
You know,
That's
you know,
it is 100% a detriment.
you know.
Usually
but I
people-
mean, go ahead.
I was just say usually if people are doing that, it's because they want like some sort of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, they're not worried about like the math of it.
Right.
But like I said, if
Well,
you keep going Bard, you're gonna or Warlock, you just keep going that, you'll get some of the higher level stuff with that.
Right.
What level Bard are you?
Let me look at my
6?
sheet right now. I am Bard 8, Warlock 6.
Oh, Bard 8. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you could get like Arcane Secrets then and shit.
Yeah.
'Cause you could get up to 14th level Bard, which has some cool stuff.
Yeah, the Bard certainly gets a lot more spells, a lot more versatility. I'm definitely glad I took Warlock though. There's some fucking cool shit in there that definitely fits my character.
Hell yeah.
The fucking Hexblade especially, but yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for watching. This was fun. I'm excited for next time too. Like I like how the encounters have been getting like steadily more intense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're building up, and you're doing more and getting more attention on you and doing bigger and bigger things. So yeah, it's gonna get really fucking intense when you guys assault tier.
Wreaking more and more havoc.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
Havoc.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I don't know when we're gonna do this again. I don't know if it's gonna be next week. I am gonna be in Utah on Sunday. So I'll take dice with me, but I have no idea how my time there is gonna go yet.
Yeah, and if you'll even have a place to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's a chance. There's also a chance that we might have to take a break for a little bit.
It might be good to take that break because I need to build a base that Kirby is hidden in. So I just finished the tier police base finally, or like almost finished it.
It's
So
gonna be
I
interesting
can
to finally find Kirby's,
Oh, that's gonna be
body
insane. That's
in
gonna
this
be.
in this universe. Yeah.
I am so
now
excited
that he's
for
kind
that.
of whole already.
Well,
So
I am in Utah for the next 3 weeks, so I will bring dice in case there is time. But let's plan on next week being no dice, dames, and dudes, so you've got time to build stuff, and I'm not like
rushing
3-4 days after being in with my mom. I'm like, so I'm gonna disappear for 3 hours, and please don't interrupt. Like, I feel like that'd be an awkward conversation. And then we'll just play it by ear after that.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to know when we're gonna stream Dice Games and Dudes next, I guess you're just gonna have to pay attention to the Red Valkyrie YT Twitter.
Or
Twitter.
I'll retweet it as well. So.
Or all of our personal accounts where we retweet the shit out of it. But yeah, so we will see you guys maybe in a couple weeks. And thanks for hanging out.
And come join us on Regen on Friday. Yay!
Yay! Yes, Regen, probably the last one of the year. But, yep. Bye, guys!
Bye.
Bye.